Welcome back to Say Less with Rosy, with Lowkey, with Kaz.
Yeah.
What's up, Jake? What's up, Eden?
Mm-hmm.
As you can see, as you can tell, we are all healthy. We are all alive. The vid is rid of all of us. Eden still has some lingering effects, but he is here and alive with us. But man, it is so good to be back in the Lions Den, safe and sound. Shout out to Vic for always opening the door for us.
Right.
All that type of stuff. Shout out to Grey Goose for holding us down.
Where's the
Yes.
bottle?
For the bad. Grey Goose
That's right, okay.
back here.
I can't see it, but it's in here.
Shout out to Keeps, I think, who also held us down and during the Zoom episodes, because it's very easy for brands to be like, "Oh, you're not doing whatever, get out of here." But you know,
Get out of here.
held down the Zoom episodes. That's it. Left up to me, I would not do this podcast through Zoom. I think it's.
I told
awful.
you, and I said, and
listen,
and Kaz,
aesthetically, I get it. Aesthetically,
and you
I get
provided
it.
a good point. You were like, you gotta feed the beast. You gotta feed the
beast.
content. And I was like, you know what,
People
I get
that pay
it.
for this content as well,
But it
don't wanna
just
lose
was
that.
such a drag to try to curate conversation and just
and not talk over,
not talk over people, and it's just like.
You go.
You got it.
Eden has to
Wi-Fi
sync the
fucking up.
mics and the audio, and it's just like, damn, when are we gonna get back to
And
normal?
every episode, Eden texts me like, "Yeah, man, the mic fucked up. We just gonna have to fix this."
Right.
It's like-
But the vibe is just all off on
it
Zoom.
was very off.
It's
like you don't get this.
It
like
was
the-
necessary.
You don't get like the pre-camera banter that
It's like when
happens.
quarantine first started and everybody was on house party and shit.
It's just not.
You're
Remember
like,
House Party?
That was fire.
House Party?
It was
fire.
fire.
Yeah,
for like
House
2
Party was
weeks.
fire.
House Party already came and went, and then Clubhouse got him out the paint in less than a year.
Clubhouse was like, this is a good idea. Let's perfect
Right.
it.
Yeah, it was like,
And now
no
Twitter-
video.
Perfect it and
Just no
take it.
video.
And now Twitter's coming in with
Like,
their
fuck
shit.
a house party. We're going to do Clubhouse.
Ugh,
You can't get
genius.
in.
Genius. But God damn it, it's back. It's good to be back in the Lions Den. Lots has changed since the last time we've been here.
Yes.
Like what?
I host a show for MSG right now, so you can check me out every
Kaz, we
morning.
know that. God,
Sorry,
we know that
oh
shit.
wow, I
Come on, God.
can't plug the show on the podcast. My bad. I thought
No,
this
he
was
said
America,
it.
people.
He said it.
Huh?
Ooh.
Absolutely. I just did an interview
He
with
said it.
WFAN where they said, "Oh, you're also the host of Say Less with Kaz and Lowkey, Rosy. We're gonna get you an official tag."
put it at the
eventually."
bottom.
Bro, he
Put it in
set
the
it
fine
up.
print.
He set it up like we didn't know. He was like, lots has changed since we've been back here. Like, no shit, my nigga. Last episode we
Yeah,
did.
we almost died.
Right.
Yeah, that thing.
We,
that
we already
almost
talked about that. Oh,
died.
boo-hoo, guys.
I'm saying
Cool.
sports are
Okay,
back.
we get it, Lo. You didn't get it. We understand.
Gang.
Lo is just like really begging for like.
What? Go ahead, say it. Say something stupid.
COVID,
Like
for
he's
the vid.
begging for the vid.
He wants it. Somebody
like
give it
he's
to him.
like, yo,
I'm not begging
why-
for the
like,
vid.
why-
I just
why?
keep myself
Somebody give it
healthy.
to him.
That's all.
You keep yourself healthy.
Take
really
incredible amounts of vitamins.
Really
Drink
Is that what
tons
it
of
is?
water.
You don't think you're
Try
the
to do
only
my
one?
little workouts.
You don't think you're the only one who's done all of this? Why are you beckoning on the lords of the vid?
I'm not. I'm just telling you what I do.
Why are you threatening? Why are you dancing with the devil?
I'm not
Every
saying.
time we bring up the fact that COVID
Because y'all
nearly
niggas
wiped
love
out
to
this
throw
whole
that
fucking
shit in
show.
people's
Look at
faces
him,
like,
look at him.
we almost died and, we had the
He's like,
vid.
"Get
and
over
it's
it,
just like, all
guys."
right, we
I
get
can't
it. Y'all
wait.
are healthy now.
I cannot wait
We're
for you
back
to get
here.
it, bro.
No, listen,
I'm
I
not
felt
even
bad for y'all.
taking you-
Today's
UT, bro.
January 4th. It's going to be January 4th by the
Oh,
time
4th,
this is
yeah.
out today.
I felt bad
cannot
for the whole
wait.
squad. I
No,
felt
you
bad for
didn't.
my guy.
You
felt bad
wrote
for Rosy.
phenomenal in all
I definitely
caps.
felt bad for my guy, Eden. I felt
You
bad for Jake.
told us how great you felt every day.
Because y'all niggas were wishing that on me.
I didn't wish anything on you. I just wanted to make sure.
Fuck that.
Yeah, exactly. My whole point.
that.
Jake was like, I don't want anyone here to get
anyone-
sick, but if Flo got
bro,
sick.
like, come on. If y'all niggas would keep it cute, I'd just be like thinking that y'all back
Keep
to
what
hell.
cute? You think the vid was
That
just...
was not cute, bro.
I'm in the house
This nigga
all-
Low be at the hookah spot. He be here, he be there, and this nigga still ain't. It's like, bro, we get it. Okay, yeah, I'm a medical miracle. Cool, I get it.
Wow.
I would have continued with that attitude.
continued
I don't
Right.
have the
Type of
attitude because I have to be very careful. I walked in
just
here with a mask on. I'm gonna continue to walk around New York with a
Very
mask on.
sanitized area.
Yeah, sanitized
everything
area. I don't
cleaned
play
up,
with that
cleaned
shit.
Out,
You don't play
know?
with the health, man.
You do not play with the vid out
Kind of
here.
ironic how we're back where it all started though?
No, it started.
No, it
it
actually-
wasn't. It wasn't here.
Didn't you
Nah, it wasn't here.
Didn't you
Eden,
transfer this
it wasn't
from
here.
here?
Eden, where did it start?
It wasn't here. No, we're not gonna say the name, but it
was
definitely.
But
definitely
you
was not here.
said that you came and got a cut, and then shortly after they closed down.
So I came here, got a cut. It wasn't guaranteed that I got it from here, okay? All I know is that I got a cut here, and then 2 days later, this place had to shut down because somebody came in contact with someone who was positive. They didn't say he was positive. He came in contact with someone who was positive. So for safety, they shut the whole thing down.
I'm just happy.
All I know is when...
Talk to him.
Nah, I'm not even gonna say it.
I think we've covered it enough.
I felt Jake's eyes burning.
We've covered it enough. We've covered it enough.
I was waiting for you to say if it was me. Like, is that what it's building towards?
We're not COVID shaming.
like,
on this
I had
No.
a great Thanksgiving joke about white people sharing disease like the good old days.
Hey, I stayed
Starting off
But
spicy.
it's January.
We starting off spicy.
Yeah, no.
Spice
You know
it
we're
up.
starting off
Hey,
spicy.
Everybody's spicy.
Jeez.
Smallpox is just so retro.
Such a thing of the past.
That bitch won't do it.
Anyway, it's good to be back here. It's good to see all you guys in live and living color. I feel like I really haven't seen it on like real life in a long time.
I mean,
So this is nice.
you're talking about like us, not Low. You see Low every day.
2 days.
Nah, I saw
I saw Cash for the first time.
New Year's was the first.
Yeah, that was like the first time I seen that nigga in a
The
minute.
first time I seen it in a minute.
Let's
Why
keep it
they
a
both
buck.
stutter?
Sometimes-
Nah,
Well, because you flaked. First off, you flaked on New
yeah,
Year's.
because she was on
I
a
was
she was on a thought
kidnapped.
adventure.
You did kidnapped.
She
Kidnapped.
was on a thought adventure.
You kidnapped being the
was on a
thought
thought
friend.
adventure.
Yeah, talk about your thought adventure.
No, I was kidnapped.
So,
not,
so I
not
had a
kidnapped,
small,
kidnapped.
just so nobody COVID shames me. I had like the smallest of small, tiny
It was 5 people.
gatherings.
It was literally 5 people in that house.
we all were very
He said
safe.
tiny.
The tiniest of gatherings.
It was me, him,
We
his
had
wife,
tiny-
his wife's friend.
I
tiny-
just pictured you, Jazz, and
Niles
Low with
and
party
Jake.
hats on.
All we doing in
basically
the
what it
That's
was.
literally what it was.
That's basically what it was. We had a whole lot of liquor,
Yeah.
confetti guns. We shot some
Had some
confetti.
food.
We tied our little notes to the balloons.
Yeah.
and
Tiniest of
sent it
gatherings.
to the heavens.
Nah, it was a
and
very
stuff.
cute, intimate gathering.
Cute.
You know,
Very
yeah,
cute.
so she was hella cute.
Very
Aw.
nice.
Had the ring light, you know
I
what I
never
mean? Was
heard
just
men
taking
say cute.
shots.
It was cute.
Y'all are fucking gay. They were talking about.
I'm sorry, Jadakiss. Jesus
It
Christ.
was cute.
This is exactly why.
They were like, our wives are cooking. We gotta go get wine, and what else can we get for
There's
dinner
no
tonight?
context to that joke. The
Like,
cameras
there
weren't
really
on
isn't.
when we were talking about that.
That was a conversation,
You gotta
bro.
paint the picture,
You're
Rosie.
the worst storyteller on this
Fuck.
fucking podcast.
So
I'm a
anyway,
great storyteller. Fuck you.
Anyway, we were having a small gathering for New Year's, and Rosie was supposed to come, and she flaked because she was being the thought
She wanted to be
friend.
she wanted
before
she was
we
for the
threw-
streets.
No.
All right, before we threw the cameras on, we had a conversation with our good friend Shay, who's a barber here,
Yeah.
aligns them, about what qualities. And we'll get to a lot of sports later, but I feel like we got to talk about real life before we get.
Nah, we gotta really like that. We're gonna dive. We'll get to that sports shit
But-
later. Let's talk about some shit.
We were talking about the qualities
Oh,
you
God.
have when it comes to being the thought friend, like the
All right,
taxi
wait,
partner.
hold on. Talk
Time
about
out,
Get the hot
what
tag.
time out.
is.
So
though.
let's just paint the
Clarify the
picture.
thought friend.
Let's paint the picture.
context.
Nobody's
Kaz.
calling you a thought.
Yeah, give him
Rosie.
context.
Nobody's calling you a
Give him
thought.
context.
But everybody knows that you can be the thought friend. The thought friend is the friend of the thought, right? Who goes on thought adventures, but for safety, because
It's like
niggas are
thought
creeps.
association.
Niggas are creeps. People aren't
So, like,
safe.
Friend of the thought.
If you're coming into a situation, if you're getting flued out, if you in the bar and somebody's bringing in, buying the bottle,
Yeah.
bring some friends.
So
Right.
similar to a wingman, but like a.
Similar
No,
to
see
a
that's what we
wingman.
were
But
talking about. So
entertainment
no,
wingman.
that's the thing. A wingman is the intention of if you go out with a person and that person already has their friend, but they're bringing another friend. That's a wingman because
Right.
you're
Yes,
keeping
yes, but
the
that could
thought
still
adventures.
be a thought adventure wingman.
Thought adventure is
because I'm still
you.
keeping people entertained.
So that's the thing. That's a wingman.
That's a wing.
The
this
way
is-
you explained it was you being the thought friend,
yeah.
because the friend
My nigga, you went to Philly on New Year's Eve. Like,
was
come on.
flued out, so she knew what she was getting into,
you went to
right?
Philly.
Right.
Well, you would
First
think
of all, I
you
was not in Philly. I was in.
you was in Pennsylvania.
Jersey.
Whatever.
Pennsylvania.
You were not in the state anyway.
I was in Jersey.
So when you're the thought friend, the thought usually calls you because
she needs backup.
I'm the friend, not the thought, or I'm the thought.
You're the friend of the thought.
Oh, okay. I'm the friend of the. Okay, so
Like,
they call me.
They call you for what is essentially backup. You know what I mean? Like you don't want to be. You don't want to. It's never fun showing up to a party as the only girl. You know what I mean? You always bring a friend, especially if they're fun, especially if they could fight, especially if
What does fighting have to do with it?
Because things might go left. You know what I mean? You seem like you keep a switchblade on you when we go out.
You're capable. You
are capable of beating a few people up.
You're capable of steering.
I've heard stories.
Yeah, we know. Yeah, we know that.
I mean?
Yeah,
I've heard the knuckles get bloodied a few times.
All right.
You know what I mean? I'm just saying.
Guys,
you're capable of steering an event. You're capable of holding a conversation. You're capable of providing entertainment, not sexually. You're capable of doing all these things while your friend is off doing something with who summoned her.
The Thot ventures.
Right. So that's why we say it. So you're the friend of the thought.
So explain exactly the benefits.
Is that a bad way to say it?
Of being like the Thot tag team partner. Like
There are none.
There's a lot less pressure.
No.
I feel like we're talking bad about her friends.
Am I?
Yeah, like
First of all,
do you like this person a lot? Is this a good friend?
First of all,
should we just be bringing personal
Yeah,
stuff?
I think we should rephrase this.
I'm
How we're talking about
with you before we started talking about it. I'm like, should we?
Yeah, like let's
Probably
rephrase
not
it.
even a thought at all.
Yeah, like she probably just like some nigga and she wanted you to come with her.
Okay, but Thot ventures are fun from time to time.
Okay.
I feel like we don't talk about enough Thot ventures.
Well, we're both like super washed.
Well,
so
y'all are washed.
Yeah,
we gotta
can.
rely on you.
Yeah.
on, like,
I'll bring you guys some
Thot
Thot stories.
activities. Yeah.
I don't know what the benefits are other than like just
I feel like
free liquor.
I feel like as the Thot friend,
Free liquor?
there's way less pressure on the Thot friend, right?
there's more pressure actually.
I think it's less. All right, so
There's
why
more
is there more
pressure
pressure?
because let's say I do have a Thot friend, right?
All right.
And she's there to see somebody. Okay, cool. Now the friends are looking at me like, so what's up? And
All
you're
right,
like,
but that's the thing.
I
That's
don't
the
want
thing.
it.
That's the thing. All right, so boom, here we
There's
go.
more pressure.
Here we go. All right. The Thot is how many times have you gone
we
to
have
link
to
with a
stop calling
dude?
her friend the thought.
All right,
let's
what are
just
we
call
gonna
her
call
the
her?
It's a
friend. Just call her the
hypothetical
friend.
Can we make
situation
up a
right now.
name? Can we make up a name for this lady? Let me call her Gertrude. Gertrude is her name for just.
That is such an ugly name.
We needed it.
Okay, all right.
Because nobody in the world knows a fucking Gertrude. So
right.
whoever this
Right,
is
that's
that we're
true.
talking about,
That's true.
Gertrude, thank you for letting us tell this story.
Right.
So when Gertrude goes out, right? Mm-hmm. Matter of fact, no. When you go out, right?
When I
you
go
go
out.
to link somebody. How many times have you linked a friend and you haven't assessed like the group of friends?
What do you mean?
Like how many times have you gone to link the friend and you got the whack friend? Yeah,
well, it depends.
yeah. It's a
Well, let me tell you.
possibility.
Well, no, what it is like whoever's like, let's say I'm out already,
Mm-hmm.
and I invite my Thot. Like, let's say I invite my friend for
Okay.
the Thot adventure, right?
Okay.
I already picked the dude.
Oh yeah, we're not talking
I
about
already
that
picked.
situation. Like
Oh,
if
already
you're coming to bring friends, whatever. But
So
you
whoever
can go
shows
in-
up is like, oh fuck.
like,
this is
have
what I gotta
you
choose from.
you've never went to link a group of friends and found out like you got the Michelle? Like, you've never
No.
never.
No.
Wow.
But I always
You
said,
must have some incredible luck, bro.
No, I've always said this too. I've
Hell
always
no.
said like when you meet somebody you're interested in, you should probably meet their friends first.
There you
Because
go.
no, not only because you might be interested in their friends, but it shows you a lot about that person when you meet their close friends.
Mm-hmm.
Like the way they interact and talk and joke. And then also they could be a better one.
That's true.
So you never
So
know.
that's why I'm saying there's less pressure on the Thot friend because you're going in and
Gotta
now you
choose
got
wisely,
now you got the
motherfuckers.
pick of the litter. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? You got the pick
Look
of
at
the
the
litter.
scraps.
You know, you're literally as the Thot friend, you are
This
entitled.
sounds so confusing.
No. As the Thot friend, aren't you entitled to the best of the dude friends? Because they're all gonna be like,
As
oh,
the thought friend. Wait. So
no, as the
So
Thot
as
friend.
me, so
As
so
Rosie.
me.
As Rosie,
Wow.
you can go in with your Thot who's assigned to some dude.
She's assigned already, yes.
And now you can pick your pick of the litter from all these
well,
dudes.
that's not a benefit.
But she's not.
though.
But I don't think she was there
I think
for
that- all
that.
I'm saying is there's less
She
pressure.
wasn't there for that particular reason either.
No, I wasn't. But that's what he was saying. He was like, it applies less pressure. I'm like, it applies more pressure because now all the dudes are looking at me like,
Yeah, because like her friend is occupied with the first choice that she has, so now she's got to do X, Y, and Z to have conversation, play games, or just while her friend is doing whatever she's doing.
I'ma come with the
she's out
games
there to
locked
be
and
distracted.
loaded.
Right,
she's
right.
out there to distract everything else. Like I
So
need,
there's- okay.
I need backup.
Okay.
I'm the entertainment. Damn.
Yeah.
I should've gotten paid.
So you are
That's
the
fucked up.
entertainment
Yeah.
in a
Should've gotten
way.
paid.
But okay, all right. I say all that to say Rosie flicked on New Year's, right?
Oh my! First of all, I never even confirmed that I was coming.
You You told me on FaceTime the night before with Lo.
Yo, you know what? You know what's so
like,
ironic?
Yo, pull up tomorrow. I was like, all right, great.
I just wanted to flake on
Bro,
the
you know what's
biggest
so
flake.
ironic? You know what's so
come up with
ironic
the
about
award.
this conversation?
What?
That this nigga's complaining about someone flaking.
Yeah, exactly.
This man is literally on the first episode of 2021 complaining about
New year, new
somebody
me, goddammit.
flaking.
When the last episode
When we
I
at Sahara,
came in-
when we at Sahara a couple days ago, and what he say? Yo, I'm watching wrestling. I might pull up
when I'm done.
You
I
got
knew that wasn't gonna
some
happen.
fucking nerve, brother.
And then
New
he
year,
did
new
this.
me.
This is how I knew he wasn't coming.
He looked at
He
his.
did this, and I seen the PS5 controller on right here. I said, "This man ain't coming."
I ain't linking.
This man got
No
some
5 cents.
You got some
Abraham is
nerve.
not
I'm not
linking.
linking.
You got some nerve grilling Rosie because she ain't pull up for because she was with the Thot adventure. But you've been curving us.
Listen, I understand going out for the Thot adventure. There's
No,
nothing
you
wrong
do.
with
You
that.
really?
I get it.
You don't even
I
know.
know you a married man, bro. So you don't get it. You don't get it.
Listen,
You've been
It's
married.
di-
since
it's
before
different- it's
the
different
word Thot
nowadays.
Came out.
when
It's
you
different
You
nowadays.
just been married.
when you cuffed up, all you have is your friend's Thotty adventures. That's literally all you have. Like I live to hear the tales
That's-
of Rosie going off to some random state with her pals and shit. I'm
But
like,
see,
man.
Rosie's very, very
But I like
like
that
Rosie don't
normally.
really be telling us shit.
Yeah.
She'll tell us, she'll be like, yo, I went to such and such for a couple days, and we're like, what'd you do? She was like, oh, I was just chilling. Like, yeah, okay.
Yeah.
You went to Seattle just to chill? Heard you. Who the fuck goes to Seattle just to chill?
But as a guy,
I didn't find him.
Like, nigga,
I was looking.
I
for
went to
Marshawn.
Cleveland for 2
I
days.
couldn't
I
find
drove
him.
back. Like, for what, my nigga?
as a guy, don't you appreciate that though?
Like, no, I don't
guy,
care.
Because that
Appreciate
sounds
that.
bad. That sounds like I'm getting flued out, and I'm not. I'm not. By
We're
the
not
way.
judging how
But
you got there.
And
We're
if
judging
you are,
where
who
you
gives a
Who
fuck?
cares?
I don't give a fuck.
We're
but
judging
I'm saying
where you're
I'm just
going.
Random like that. Like I get really bored really fast, and I'm like, fuck it. Let me go to Salt Lake City. I want to go to the Salt Flats.
My nigga said,
You're like,
I
why are
get
you in
bored. Let me go
Utah?
to Salt Lake.
It was fun. The Flats was nice.
Feels a little racist.
The Flats.
Utah?
Utah.
So let me tell you the thing about Utah.
It's hella racist.
There was.
And their air is
Okay,
mad
they
thick.
don't. They're not racist out there. It didn't feel racist. But
there
I
like a bunch of
definitely-
Mormons?
But I
No, they're-
definitely didn't see. It was weird because like when you don't see a lot of minorities, you think that everyone's gonna be racist, but they were really nice. But I can't tell you I saw any black people or Spanish people at all.
They're
I don't
more.
think-
What brings you to
I
Utah?
don't think brown folks are flocking to Salt Lake City.
But they were nice.
Okay.
So I
They're
expected when
They're
I
Mormons.
They're
though.
Mormons.
Yeah, they're
are-
Mormons, and you also look white.
You
So
got
there's,
it.
you know,
Yeah,
there's-
that is true.
You don't look like a minority.
You can pass for a white girl if you.
I mean, except
do
your
it on
hair.
office voice.
me
Well, you open your mouth, yeah.
Yeah.
me I could pass for a
If
white
you
girl.
put on your
with my
your-
regular curly hair,
like
and
Katy Perry.
I'm clearly Hispanic.
put on your office voice.
Wait, who was it that went to Jamaica or something?
Put on
Katy
your
Perry?
office voice.
Who?
What
Katy
office
Perry
voice?
or
Like
someone went
I'm
to
calling you
Jamaica.
right now.
Oh.
Is there Rosie? I don't know your last.
Perez.
Perez
No,
Ramirez.
guess it. Hold on, let's play this game.
Gomez.
Let's play this game. Be as racist as you want. Guess my last. No. Be as racist as you want, and I bet you can guess my last name.
Santana.
No,
Ramirez.
no.
Ruiz.
Rodriguez.
Rodriguez.
There you go.
Oh, that was Rodriguez was the next guess. I swear to you,
There
Rodriguez
you
was
go.
the
I
next.
have the most
Rodriguez.
typical fucking Spanish last name.
Anyway,
You could think
if
of.
somebody called you, hey, Rosie Rodriguez on the phone, this is Sears, whatever the fuck it is, talking that voice. Oh,
This is
What are you
ice.
saying? Call me.
Hey, we're looking for Rosie Rodriguez. She won the we have an opportunity for her. We need to get her on the phone right now.
She's the new spokesperson of the Fabuloso.
Yeah, yes. All right. This is
new spokesperson of Fabuloso.
Donathan Domingo.
Donathan Domingo.
CEO.
I am the
The CEO
CEO.
of Fabuloso Floor Cleaner.
And we are looking for
Yes.
brand ambassadors in 2021.
We're looking
Oh.
for Rosie Rodriguez.
Amazing. What do you guys need?
Wow, that sounds like a sex.
It's
Amazing.
I
What do
don't
you
have
guys
an
need?
office voice.
I need-
Nasty
I don't have an
fucker.
office voice.
yeah, I was about to all right. No, you don't have an office voice?
I
She
mean, you're not
does,
telling
she
what to
does, she
say.
does.
You gotta have something.
Your customer service
My office
voice?
voice?
I have a customer service voice.
Same thing.
Oh, it's the same shit.
It's literally the same thing.
Where do you think customer service takes place?
In an
Oh my
office.
God.
In an office.
Could be from home. We don't
Now
know
we all
anymore.
have that code switch in us when it's necessary.
The good thing about my code switch is that when you call a guy named Kazeem Adetokunbo Famuide,
Oh my.
and
Spell
then you
it.
hear me, I don't need the code switch. I can just talk
But that's
just
what-
like myself. Because they already expected me to sound like fucking Dikembe Mutombo and shit.
Can you?
They
Can you talk
already
like
expected-
Dikembe?
Talk like Dikembe.
It's also very racist.
It's not racist.
It's hella racist.
If you're looking,
It's not
if
racist
you've
if he's
never heard
African.
me speak,
that's
if you've
fine.
never heard me speak, and you're looking down the phone and you see Kazeem Adetokunbo Famiwide, how
That's
do you
how you
expect
say your
my
last
voice
name?
is? That's my middle name.
How do you say your last name?
Famiwide.
Wait.
If your
Antetokounmpo?
name is just if your name is just listed as Kazeem, however the fuck you say your last name, I'm not gonna
Adetokunbo.
I'm not gonna assume you're gonna have an accent. Now, if I see that long list of letters with the middle name, then it's like, oh, this man's about to just sound like Giannis on me.
Well, so no.
Is this Fabuloso? Is this
Or the comedian.
I'm really happy to be here. Yes.
Or what's the comedian that we always
Well, no,
watch on
because
Instagram?
that's what you think when you see my name. You see Rodriguez, you're like, she gonna get on the phone.
Yeah,
Like,
but when we
hello,
see
what's
you-
up?
I've seen a Rodriguez code switch very easy. Like Rodriguez is y'all not really minorities in America.
Wait, what?
What?
You are
What?
the majority minority.
It's a pretty common-
Everywhere you go, they have. They don't say fucking. Do you want to listen to Spanish or fucking French or Greek or whatever? They say English or Spanish.
Yeah.
And everything. Yeah, so you're a majority minority.
expect
I've seen
you
a
to
lot
be-
of Rodriguez that sound like, oh, hey, my name is Geraldo Rodriguez.
I've
And, you know,
never
just
seen it. I've never heard
swell
of
and everything's
Rodriguez.
okay.
I've never heard of Rodriguez
Everything's
sound like
swell.
that.
You ever heard of Alex Rodriguez
yeah,
talk?
Alex,
Well, Alex Rodriguez is not.
Well, that nigga's
we,
also
we
worth $1
disowned
billion.
him
So yeah, that nigga's
just
code
don't
switch
know
is
how
already
Rodriguez.
there.
because he didn't want to be Dominican.
If you're worth
Oh,
that
wait,
much,
what-
Kind of the
that
same
code
reason why
switch
we.
is like it's
A long
it's
time
there.
ago, he was like shitting on Dominicans, and it was like,
Okay,
bro,
that's
What
aren't
did he
you?
say?
I thought it was
I
I
the
forgot.
steroids.
Y'all don't remember that?
I remember something
You
vaguely.
remember that with A-Rod?
I remember vaguely
When
A-Rod
he was
like
talking
kind of
shit
like
about
distancing
being
himself
Dominican.
from. He pulled like a Tiger Woods type shit, right?
Yeah, we were like, bro, we don't fuck it. We don't-
Mm.
But then now he wants to be
A-Rod,
PR.
A-Rod. I want to do a case study on A-Rod, bro.
Why?
A-Rod fucking fascinates me. Fascinates me.
Explain.
Yeah, because
Alex Rodriguez,
Explain.
like,
it's literally
was
just the
a-
money.
No. Like he was like I followed his career for a long time because I followed Ken Griffey Jr.'s career for a long time, and they were like really linked to each other. He was like this prodigy, this baseball prodigy, like LeBron. Like I heard about this dude since he was a teenager. I'm like, oh, this dude's gonna come in and run shit in baseball, right? Gets popping, becomes like the heir apparent to Ken Griffey. You know what I'm saying? Goes to the Yankees, becomes fucking hated, gets the steroid bust, Balco, all like it was him and Barry Bonds. It was him, Barry Bonds, Mark McGwire, and Sammy Sosa. When you talk steroids, it was those four guys. And maybe like Jason Giambi too. And then A-Rod, from some sort of like fabuloso magic, becomes like the most beloved sports analyst in baseball. Like next to Big Papi, who everybody fucking loves.
We
Big
love
Papi.
Big Papi.
And
Hold
he's
on.
mega Dominican.
We
right?
love Big Papi.
He's the
We
most
st-
Dominican.
David
He's the most
Ortiz.
Dominican dude on the planet.
also
And Jose Reyes is
Wait. So wait.
Big
So
Big
Big
Papi.
Papi?
Everybody loves Big Papi.
what's so fascinating about
hilarious.
that?
It's fascinating because at one point, like, how Barry Bonds is vilified and like you really can't even like mention him in certain things. A-Rod is doing like the Today Show and he's with Jennifer Lopez
yeah, I
and
see
he's
what you
like
mean.
mad.
Like,
Like
you're like, how?
It's
How?
just so like. I don't know if you remember, like when A-Rod was like really under the gun, like he was going to court, he was doing all types of like.
What was the worst
testifying.
thing? What was the
But, like-
worst thing that A-Rod did?
There's so
He
many-
was
Take
a, he's
steroids?
a known cheat. Like
No,
he was
it-
cheating
it
straight
depends
up.
on who you ask.
What I'm
There were
asking
so
him.
many
I'm like,
things,
what was the
he
worst thing that
hated by
A-Rod
so many
did?
people
Jake,
for
talk
some-
to him.
He was hated by so many people for different reasons, like for Yankees
Kind of a
fans,
prima
like,
donna
he didn't-
too.
He was like this coveted. It was like LeBron not winning a championship. Like he couldn't, or he didn't hit in the playoffs. They didn't
Right.
win, so he got
Okay.
heat for that. He got the $252 million.
Had a lot of prima donna qualities about him.
Yeah, like
him and
and he was
Derek
always-
Jeter,
he was
and I
always
think the
compared to
Derek
Jeter.
Jeter friendship kind of hurt him a little bit too.
But
'cause,
love
what
Jeter.
is the
Well, they
worst
were
thing that
friends when
he's
they came to the
done?
league.
right?
What do you?
What's
what do
the
you-
worst
hold
thing
on.
that he's done?
There's like.
Well,
big
did he lie
steroids.
under oath?
No,
Okay.
No.
Yeah, no, I mean,
So
listen,
he had prima donna qualities.
but I mean he.
if you are,
He didn't
back
show up in the
day-
playoffs.
Here's the thing.
Yeah, that's,
If you were in baseball, right? Back when people was getting busted for that shit,
Okay.
like steroids were the mark of the beast for you.
Okay.
Like especially the way this dude was hitting. he was smacking home runs every year.
Okay.
Didn't really show up in the playoffs, but he was like, I think he got suspended for a year and a half or something. Couldn't play.
Okay.
Comes back.
Okay.
Balls out again.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Baseball purists are so about like the sanctity of the game and da.
Gotcha.
My thing is, listen. Everybody did steroids. I don't give a fuck if he did steroids. If you hit them home runs,
Okay, this is where I'm trying to lead.
My thing is the way people talked about A-Rod, the way people like vilified him for so long. I would never thought he would be like who he is now.
That's more of a reason for that story to end up like that, because when you look at people like him or a LeBron or whomever, they're gonna take that vilified lane and they're gonna that's the easiest PR spin after they leave the league or whatever.
Right.
That's like, yo, I can do a 180. Now I'm dating Jennifer Lopez. I'm on Dancing with the Stars. I'm on the Today Show. I'm on Fox. I'm a baseball. I'm a baseball analysis, like, because I know the game like the back of my hand. That makes complete sense.
No, it makes sense to me. Listen,
that makes complete sense of what he did.
I'm not against you. I get it. Like I'm
right.
Totally,
So, but that's not. But it's not an amazing. It's not an amazing turn of where his career went.
I just think it's fascinating.
It is like to have that turnaround. It's like almost like Tiger Woods in a way, where it was like he was hated and then he like the back injuries and shit.
Yeah, I can see why Kaz is fascinated by that.
A-Rod being like, he could make the Hall of Fame.
Yeah, like they don't even talk about Barry Bonds going to the Hall of Fame, and he was by far
Barry Bonds
the best baseball.
But this is
player
what I was
of his
saying.
time.
What's the worst thing A-Rod did compared to what Barry Bonds did? Are they on
Nothing.
the same?
They're on the same shit. It's just that Barry Bonds gave the media his ass to kiss while he was doing all this.
And A-Rod
But
did.
A-Rod was very,
So that's what
on
I'm
the
saying.
redemption tour and
That's
all that
why
type of
it's
stuff.
easy
So
for
you want
him.
an A-Rod documentary?
That would be
okay.
dope.
But
That's why.
A-Rod,
But
we
this
need
is
a
what I'm saying.
documentary.
But my thing is, I don't think we'd get like the full story because A-Rod is such a perfectly, he's such a perfectly crafted like media personality now.
Nah.
You got Jennifer Lopez. Why do you don't need a fucking documentary.
But that's what I'm saying.
You a Jennifer Lopez. Like,
That's
you're
what I'm
good.
saying. Like that story makes sense. That story
would
ending
watch
up the
that.
way it did makes complete sense. It makes absolute 100% sense.
He's
If
one
Barry
of-
Bonds did it, I'd be like, hold the fuck up. Like, how this nigga end up with Halle Berry and has a job on Fox and this, that, and the third? Because like you just said, he gave the media his ass to kiss.
Well,
A-Rod wasn't like that.
Baseball contracts are different.
That is true.
Yeah, but A-Rod wasn't like that.
Games.
Compared to your observations, he wasn't like that. So that's why it doesn't surprise me where his life is now.
A-Rod was also a little sleazy at times, on the back page of the
Who
Post.
wasn't sleazy?
Jeter.
Was like my man Jeter though.
Wait, what do you mean?
Jeter's a goat.
Wasn't Jeter out here just like
Jeter was first
giving
off.
gift baskets.
There will
Jeter
never
was
be.
sending
Sleazy as
bitches
fuck.
home with
Time out,
gift
time
bags.
out.
Hold on.
Giving
We are
gift
not.
bags?
We are
That's
not going to
sleazy
slander
as
the
shit.
name of the biracial angel today.
No,
not in my
no
presence.
slander.
That's
Jeter
sleazy too.
slander.
Derek Jeter
No
white,
Jeter slander.
fully
is
white.
the great. Derek Jeter.
I love him.
There's a handful of like sports lives. I'd be like, I would wish I could live this man's life. Like there's only like
Jeter.
3 or 4 people.
Is Jordan out there?
I don't think Jordan's on there.
What?
I don't think I'd want Jordan's on there.
Really?
I don't think
One
Jordan's on there.
day?
That's too much. That's too much.
And Jeter's not?
Father
No.
got popped and stuff. Like fucking.
Oh, we're
you
talking
know,
about the whole
that's-
scope of
Yes,
it.
you need the whole. That's what I'm saying. Like you need
I
the
thought you were talking about-
whole
okay.
But still,
shebang. Like
I
you
still
know,
would do
Jordan's
Jordan.
like he went through a lot of stuff with just like politics and like he's the level of fame where like I don't think he could really enjoy his fame.
None of these niggas did.
I think Derek Jeter can.
I don't think they did.
Derek Jeter to
I
me,
don't
Derek
think
I love
Jeter
Jeter.
is different. Like Derek Jeter gets a different type of love in New York City. Like he can walk into a bar and like he can walk to a bar in New York City. No one's gonna flip out. Everyone's like, "Oh shit, Jeter's here." He gets to drink whatever he wants. Takes home the flies, bitch. Puts him in a fucking gift box or whatever.
I don't think-
And
I don't
nobody
know.
talks.
I don't
Derek
think-
Jeter was out here livid in New York City, and you know I don't hear none of them stories because motherfuckers love him. Hey, he was a class act, dog. Like he never did. You never hear stories.
You're not gonna
never hear
Nobody
stories
was
about
shit talking
Derek
Jeter,
Jeter,
bro.
Listen,
Not even the bitches. He
You're not
probably
gonna
did
tell
dirty.
me as
Even the girls
coveted.
didn't
Nah,
talk.
you're not gonna tell me that. As coveted as that man was in New York City,
I'd
you're
rather have
not-
Derek Jeter's life than Michael Jordan's.
You're not gonna
Period.
tell me that he could walk into
Period.
any bar, and no
bar.
one's gonna say nothing.
Nothing.
That's a lie.
Nothing.
even
That's a
any bar.
fucking
What do you
lie.
mean?
If Michael Jordan
That's a
walked
lie.
into somewhere, first off, Michael Jordan can't. I don't get the idea. I could be wrong. I don't get the idea Michael Jordan could just walk into a bar. He can't.
He probably
Yeah.
does.
He's like he
it.
gets like presidential
How do you-
He
security.
probably shuts it
That's
So
down.
you're saying Jeter is just gonna
He
like?
shuts it down and goes in by himself.
It's
Wow.
different with Jeter,
I don't
bro.
think
People
that's
love
true.
Jeter.
People
bro.
love Derek
Jeter
Jeter.
I
used to be
understand
at,
that, but that's why I'm
I think
saying.
Ainsworth.
Jeter used to be the Ainsworth.
He used to be at the Ainsworth and
like just chilling.
Just
Nah,
at
And it's like, dude, this is
I'm telling you.
this is a baseball icon.
I don't think Jeter's gonna walk into last lap and no one's gonna react.
Jeter could walk
He
into
will
last
walk
lap.
into last
That's
lap.
a
Go
lie.
sit
That's a
down.
fucking lie.
Last
And-
lap,
Yeah, he will
fucking
get
lie.
love.
last lap's mad dark, yo.
That's what I'm saying.
That's a lie.
Last lap is the type of place Jeter can walk into and like
That's
be
a
on the
lie.
super humble. You know
How
what I
y'all
mean?
big
Like,
this man up to be who he is, and then
'Cause you
say
gotta
like he
think
can
about-
walk in,
because
he
you gotta
can
think
walk into
about-
Brother Jimmy's and no one's gonna
You
say
gotta
anything.
think about it
People
like
love
this.
him.
You gotta think
we
about it
don't
like this.
care. We're
That's
not gonna
Derek
bother
Boyd.
him.
You have to think about it like this. Derek Jeter was in the biggest public of public eyes for nearly 20 years of his career. He was the starting shortstop for the New York Yankees
Yes, he was.
for his entire career. Won mad chips, rookie of the year, game-winning hits, all this type of shit. He was dating the starlets of starlets, bro. And you never hear. For years later, we've heard
The
stories
only
about
thing was the
everybody.
gift bag thing that we heard
That
about.
doesn't-
And
the
nobody
worst
cared.
thing we heard
The worst thing was that
this
he-
monster
was that-
sent these women home with gift bags and
Oh my
boxes.
God.
Oh my God,
That's
we're
not.
all human.
I
That's
don't wanna
not.
sleep with him
That's
anymore.
not.
Are you
Yo,
kidding me?
that's not a.
I get to go home with a gift
On
bag.
top of that,
Sign me up.
Because he kept himself out of the public eye in regards to relationships does not mean he can walk into a public spot and no one's gonna say anything. That nigga just moves smart as hell.
Yes, that's what I'm
it.
saying.
But that has no. That's no
I don't
credit.
think it
That's no
doesn't
credit to if he could walk in somewhere and no one's gonna say anything. That nigga just wasn't stupid.
It doesn't matter. Here's
That's
my
all
thing.
that was.
I'm not
He
saying
wasn't
Jordan's
dumb.
stupid. All I'm saying is Jordan has a different type of fame than
Yeah.
Derek Jeter does.
I understand
Derek
that, but
Jeter
you're
has
not-
a much more of a.
But you just ran down this nigga's resume and said all these accolades that he had on the New York Yankees, one of the most biggest franchise in
The
sports,
biggest franchise.
the biggest franchise in sports history. And you're telling me this thing can go to Brother Jimmy's on 34th
Yes,
in
it can.
Lexington
Yes.
and walk in and
Yes.
no one's
Yes.
gonna say
Yes.
a word.
You know what's gonna happen if Derek Jeter walks to a pizza
Yes,
place?
that's exactly what he said.
Everyone's gonna
Yes.
stop.
He did.
Derek Jeter's gonna take pictures with everybody. They're gonna give him a big old pizza. They're gonna hang a picture of
And
him on
that's
the
it.
wall and be like, Jeter, your money's no good here, buddy. And then he goes home and
it.
lives the rest of his fucking
And
life.
it's-
When's the last time you seen Derek Jeter on TMZ? For as many bitches as he was fucking.
Oh, I'm sorry.
As many hoes as
So
he was
you're
doing.
all right. So you're
He
giving.
gave them gift
He gave them gift
bags.
bags.
So you're giving a nigga credit for
Class.
something he was supposed to do when he's not in a relationship. Yeah, keep
Well,
that shit on the
He gave
low.
gift
A lot of
bags.
people don't do it.
Motherfuckers don't give out gift
A lot of
bags.
people don't
Yeah,
do it.
A lot of
A lot
niggas
of
don't play
people
for the
don't do it.
Yankees on
Y'all barely
shortstops.
call us
Listen.
Uber.
Ain't no
That
y'all,
is
y'all, your
Derek
niggas,
Jeter,
the niggas
Derek
you fuck
Jeter
with.
is
Hey,
the
nah,
captain
hey, nah.
for a reason. Derek Jeter never put up no monster numbers. He wasn't smacking 50 home runs a game. The way he he has a certain je ne sais quoi about himself.
I understand
Like,
that,
a-
Kaz.
like,
That's
Kaz,
just more
you have a crush on
reason.
Jeter?
a little bit.
You have a man
a
crush.
little smidgen.
You have a man crush.
Listen, not
You
a
talking
man
about
crush.
Me too.
Not a man crush. He's a biracial angel.
He's beautiful.
Who does not have a?
But you're talking about him how I would talk about
who
him.
does not
so-
look at Derek Jeter and be like,
That's a role model.
that's a role model. There you go.
That's a handsome
Who
guy.
doesn't look at Derek Jeter and be like,
I want a
listen,
gift bag.
The biggest of athletes look at Derek Jeter and be like, yo, carry yourself like him.
I want a gift
know what I'm
bag.
saying?
That's it.
He wrote when he was like 6 years old. They have the picture where he was like, "What do you want to be when you
Niggas
grow up?"
is
He
giving him
wrote
credit 'cause he fucked
shortstop
bitches that
for
didn't
the New
get
York
caught.
Yankees and just like work towards
Of course
that.
you're not
Listen.
supposed to get caught.
Listen.
He's amazing.
listen. I know he's
Sent
not.
him home with gift baskets. He's the biracial role model. The nigga was just
Biracial
smart.
angel.
He's
You
not-
The
said
nigga
it
was just
wrong.
smart.
He's not
First off,
biracial.
That's it.
he's a biracial angel. Get it right.
Exactly. Get it right.
Biracial angel role model. Whatever the fuck y'all
Exactly.
niggas classify him
The
as.
other guy
The
should've
nigga was
shot
just
A-Rod.
smart.
Bro, why are you mad?
I'm not mad at
Jeter
no.
fuck
My
your
point.
bitch?
No, my point is. My point is this. My
Did
point
Jeter
is
fuck
this.
your bitch?
No,
Because why are you mad?
So you would rather have Michael
I'd be-
Jordan's life over Derek Jeter?
I never said
honored.
that.
That
I
was
never-
the- that was the
no,
point of the
no,
comment.
I never said that. What I'm saying to you is like, and that's not even my argument. My argument is this: because of how big y'all are framing this guy as, and he is. I'm not saying he's not. You can't tell me he can walk into any public place and people are not going to say or react or do anything.
not
I
saying
don't
they're not
think
gonna react.
No, I don't think they're gonna run up to him and not let him live. I think that they respect him enough to where he can walk in. He might take a couple pictures and chill. Like no one's gonna bum rush him and attack him.
Michael
or,
Jordan
or
has a
take their
different.
phone
He has
out.
a different level
They're
of
not
fame
gonna- You know
where
what I'm
that he has fanaticism. Fanaticism, is that what you call it? Jordan has fanaticism. If Michael Jordan walks in right now,
So Derek Jeter's not a star,
motherfuckers
is what
start
you're saying.
fainting.
So Derek Jeter. All right, so Derek Jeter's not a star.
He's a huge star, but
Nobody
he
So
just
then
has
that, all right, so
But
then that doesn't
also-
correlate to
no,
the
no, no, no.
conversation if you're gonna say he's a huge
Also,
star. You can't do that.
I feel, correct me if I'm wrong, I feel like Jeter also does more regular shit than
Yes.
Jordan.
Yeah,
Jordan
yeah.
is so exclusive. He doesn't go any fucking where.
Right.
So I feel like when he does, it's like, ah! But Jeter, is so chill and did go out when he didn't have games. He would be around the city.
All right, so have
it's
y'all
not
heard?
Like he's a regular motherfucker,
No,
but
I know
it's
that.
like
I'm saying, have y'all heard stories about him going into restaurants and people not doing anything? Have you seen it?
Yes.
Plenty.
Yes.
Plenty.
You've seen it?
Yes.
I just told you he used to be at
Absolutely.
Ainsworth all the time. The original Ainsworth on like 18th or something. He used to be there all the time. Like every time he didn't have a game, and he'd be upstairs chilling, just at a table,
It's when you
drinking, eating.
And that's why I tell people, like, dog, when you win in New York, it's different, dog. Like, it is absolutely different. Like, Derek Jeter is just as accomplished as Michael Jordan for baseball terms. You know what I'm saying? Like, what was you, 5 championships?
5 championships.
5 championships?
He came into the league. They hadn't won in 18 years. For the Yankees is a long time.
Yeah, exactly.
So
like, he broke the championship drought for the most storied franchise in sports.
4 and 5 years.
Yeah. And then
Man that does that in New York City just can't.
I just
walk
feel
out.
like with
I just
people
don't think
to
that's
that
so.
level, it's about how exclusive they are.
word.
Like I feel like with Jordan, you would never see him anywhere. When was the last time, unless it was his party that he threw for All Star or something, that
When's the
you'd be
last
like,
You never
I've
see
seen
Michael
Jordan
Jordan
out.
just chilling.
No, he's either
Six.
playing golf or like you never catch him. But I feel like Jeter and certain people, they do regular shit.
Yeah. Like
And
when it
that's
comes
why-
like bring it back to the original thought about like sports lives and like why the A-Rod and the Tiger Woods and the Jordans, like I wouldn't want their life. I wouldn't want to have that sort of megawatt energy all the time,
Yeah.
like where, you know, if you step outside, like somebody's gonna fucking, you know, do some wild shit. But you just don't get that with Derek. Like even now, he's been retired for years, and the motherfucker's just chilling, running the Miami Marlins down in Florida. You know what I'm saying? Like he's still a massive star. You know what I'm saying? But like he ain't.
Not in the conversation.
Nobody's fainting if Derek Jeter walks in.
It's like,
Let me ask you a
the
question.
conversation.
I'm
This
sorry.
conversation is so
Both of y'all.
unique because it's like y'all are building him up to be this like mythical figure, but then you're breaking him
He is a
down
myth.
He
in the
is.
same breath. So it's
It's
hard.
not breaking him down.
Not
It's
breaking him
more
down,
like-
but you're saying, "Oh my God, this, that, and the third." But then like you'll chop
he
it
has
down.
he has an everyman character about
he's a
himself.
down-to-earth angel.
Or it seems like, yeah, it seems. I don't know the dude personally, but he carries himself as somebody that's down to earth. That is sort of like an everyman dude. He doesn't stand out in the crowd. Like he kind of is built just like
I mean,
a regular dude.
It's like
You know what
how
I mean?
much
Of, like,
how
the
much
short
props
answer.
y'all have given him for what he's done for the biggest franchise in sports history, the championships he's brought to the city. He's now running the Marlins in Florida. It's like all of those things are such big accomplishments and accolades. I would like, because I'm not a big baseball fan, but if I just saw that man knowing what he did for my favorite team in New York, I'd fan out every time I seen this nigga.
Of course, nobody's saying you're not going to be.
So
able
that's
to
what I'm
do that.
saying. When you talk about him going to regular spots, I just don't see it where it's like, oh, there goes Jeter, you know,
I just
5-time
feel like it's a
MLB
different
champion
type of
and this, that, and
respect
third.
that you have for different
I get
people.
that. You can have respect for an athlete or a superstar.
All right,
an
so
artist.
here's
you
my-
can have
here's
that
my
respect.
question.
It doesn't mean that you don't feel a way when you see that person that you love and admire so much. It just like it doesn't go away because like, oh, he's a regular Joe Schmo. No, that nigga's not.
Okay, so here's my question. I think the initial question was if I could like pick somebody's sports life to have.
Well, you said you have like 4 different people.
No, I said Derek Jeter straight up.
Okay.
Like, yeah, exactly.
I brought. Okay, go.
If both of you guys, if you could pick one athlete to be like, man, I would love to live this man's life just for like, I don't know, a day, a week, whatever, however you feel like it, who would it be?
LeBron.
LeBron?
That
I'll take LeBron.
LeBron.
I don't know if I'd want to be LeBron either.
Family man.
LeBron's up there.
Family
Definitely
man.
up there.
Mogul.
For how long?
for a week or
I do it for a week.
How long? For a week?
I'll do it for a week. Family man, mogul, what, 3-time, 4-time NBA champion. Lord knows how many MVPs.
you only get a week of
Four
it.
Four,
MVPs?
business owner,
4
school,
MVPs, yeah.
owns a school, production company.
It's a
that
lot
you
of
work
pressure.
for.
That's a lot of work.
That's a lot of work and a lot of pressure.
Oh, because, you know, A-Rod running a baseball team is not a lot of work, right?
He's like,
I mean,
You know, Michael Jordan, you know, just owning one of the biggest shoe companies, and that's not a lot of work,
A-Rod
right?
works hard. but
yeah.
I mean,
I mean, like
Yeah.
Tiger Woods
They
being
have
the best
minions.
golfer, that's not a lot of work, right?
All right, so what I'm
Owning a
talking
baseball
about.
team
wait,
was
athlete
less work
retired
than-
or
Yeah, it's
it doesn't
anybody.
matter.
Yeah.
All right, let me think.
I like, you know the funny thing about that is, I think Bron is more of the regular Joe Schmo than an A-Rod, because you see Bron at his kids, you know, at the games.
Okay.
Side court. What happened with us? House of Tings. What was he doing with us?
Okay. Singing
Karaoke,
March
right?
Madness. What up?
Nigga, we just seen him on TMZ driving that Ferrari down I-10 in California. No security, nobody behind him. Seems like that nigga moves around like a regular nigga compared to an A-Rod or not A-Rod, but Derek Jeter or whoever the case is. And he's still like not young, but he has a youthful.
He's still in his prime.
He has a youthful spirit, and is still dedicated mentally and physically to the game of basketball. He's 36 years old, 17 years in, and this nigga's moving like a 5-year.
Well, here's the thing with me.
And LeBron is a student, not only of a student of the game, but he's a student of hip hop as well.
I've always
connected with the culture.
All
like
great thoughts. Yeah. All great thoughts. My thing is with LeBron. He's been kind of like built for this, right? Like this dude has that level of fame at 14 years old,
right?
That people will never like. He was more famous at 14 years old than people that have ever been in their entire life.
So he understands that pressure on so many different levels.
I almost feel like there's a small part, and I'm sure I could be wrong about this. There's a part of me that feels like that's a lot of pressure. And I would at least want to live sort of regular, at least as a high school kid.
So long to have it, for about 15 to 17 years to have that amount of pressure, and it builds each year. It gets heavier and heavier. We're talking politics. Yeah. We're talking sports. Yeah. We're talking music. We're talking entertainment. We're talking just philanthropy. We're talking all of that year after year after year after year. Meanwhile, you got 3 kids at home, who's one of them's right behind you. Is about to be the next man in your legacy. You got a young black, queen that you got to raise. You got a little nigga in the middle of all that, and then you have a family to raise. That year after year for a 36-year-old,
it's a lot.
That's a lot. So that's what I'm saying. I think he's built for this.
Yeah,
he's been built for it. So I'm like, if I have that mentality and that experience, I'm definitely taking him.
I can hear that.
I'm definitely living a week like that. What? That looks hella fun.
Hella
fun.
There is definitely nothing.
All this shit,
all this shit
is all of these stars have a lot of responsibility.
J.R. Smith.
I really don't think I can't think of an athlete I'd want to be for a week. I would still say Jordan. I don't care.
Really?
It's different for a week.
Because I want to see.
I would want to be LeBron.
Let's think about this now. Let's think about.
I'll say to be Jordan then, you got to be Jordan now.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Let's think about it. Jordan has a type of money where we don't even know how this man lives. Like,
no.
How does he wake up? Like, what does his house look like? Like, I have so many questions. I would want to see that.
I mean,
like,
LeBron's LeBron's a $1 billion man too.
Daily, because he's so fucking filthy rich.
What do you mean? What doesn't he have to do?
Like, think about it. Like, it's probably some rich motherfucker shit that we don't even know about that he just doesn't do.
I think his daily responsibilities probably have to do more with the Hornets. I think. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Like, I think that's.
And if that, I think he has people to handle that.
Exactly. Same with Jordan Brand. Like, so I don't think he's sitting in the fucking.
Jordan Brand office, like, hey,
he's Michael Jordan.
So let's think about when you own that much shit. Like, what do you wake up and do?
Gamble.
It's
weird.
You
wake
bro,
up and you invest.
Drink.
It's weird. Like,
I
don't think I ever want to be that rich.
I want to see his daily routine. That's why I choose him for a week.
You'll be surprised about how much that we have in common with these types.
Just wake up, smoke a cigar, walk out the crib.
Some of them might cook their own breakfast. Some of them like you do. Go
because
to the
they
gym.
Like to.
See, that's what I'm saying. You don't understand how much we have in common. Some of them might go shopping or however they shop.
This is my curiosity with him. And he's been
I think
so
we
famous
stop,
for so long. I'm like, what do you do?
Right, but I think we have to stop putting them in this way of like, yo, there's a big ass bubble, even though it is like a big ass bubble of like, they can't cook or they can't shop or they can't go see their family or they can't go on vacation.
I didn't say all
they
that.
do a lot of the same shit that we do. It's just that there's a bigger value.
Very different.
There's a bigger value of what they do and how they do it.
I just want to see it. I just want to see it.
I think you're not right here. I think we're putting too much on it. There is a regular life that the mega rich live.
That's not the
that
reason.
Won't even fucking make sense to us. Like,
that's what I'm saying. He probably wakes up, has heated fucking floors, and just
there's still
living
a part
lavish
of me
and amazing. And it's like, what do you do every day?
As much as success drives me, as much as like I want to be at that level one day with everything that I want to do in my life, I still want to have some sort of like regularness to it. And I feel like a dude that's Jordan level rich and famous.
Y'all are looking at it. This is how y'all looking at this. This is how y'all looking at this.
This
is how y'all looking at this.
Can I make a point about MJ? Like the money, I would love the money. That's a great pick. I'm not mad at Lo for that. But like Jordan is just so competitive, like the killer mentality. I feel like I would want to be Jordan because every day he wakes up and
he looks like he doesn't enjoy it.
And he's looking at LeBron talk all day of like, oh, he's chasing me. Like I
So
feel like
what does that have to do with
There's
how
a
he
level.
lives?
There's a level of insane
What is he gonna do?
competitiveness.
What is he gonna do?
No, but that's good. I like that.
What is he gonna do?
No,
What is Jordan gonna do when he hears those conversations? What is there to do?
I love and respect that.
But Jordan is also so
like,
cocky that he'd be like,
I just
all
wouldn't.
right,
I feel like it's
cool.
misery for like your mental health.
I feel like it's the same with
What?
like Tom Brady. There's certain people that are so maniacally competitive. I don't think they could even really enjoy.
Like that.
But I think there are people that can
The
shut
fruits
that
of their
off.
labor.
Like Kobe was a fucking diabolical competitor, but I'm sure he shut that shit
I
off
think
when he went
the
home.
sad thing about Kobe.
LeBron is the same way. I'm sure they shut that off when
I
they
don't
go
think you
home.
can
Kobe just
compare
turned it
anybody's
over to business.
competitiveness
Kobe
to
just
MJ.
became
But we all
insanely
look at
competitive
Brady, we look at
like,
Jordan,
right
we look at Bron, we look at Kobe, we look at Tiger. We look at all of these guys who we know have competitiveness out the ass. But I think they're good at I think they're so good to turn it on and off when they need to.
Kobe's not a bad life to have, given everything. To be honest, like if this might sound a little
I'm cool with
dark
LeBron.
or whatever. I'm not.
I'm not yet. Don't even know. Don't
If
go down
God
that.
came down with a magic wand and was like, "Yo, like you know this game that you love, like you will be obsessed with it. It will give you everything. You will get as close to the greatest as anyone who's ever lived, but it's only going to be for a short amount of time." You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm not saying that would be my first choice, but I'd be like, there's a certain level of like immortality that comes with that.
And perfection.
You know?
Like he didn't have any time to ruin his legacy. He had
Right.
1 year off. He finished the
almost
career,
did, but you know.
like got 20 years even with the Lakers. Like,
Yeah, like he has such a perfect basketball life.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
You know what I liked about that? I like people that tap out before they get washed.
yeah,
I always respect somebody like retiring before they start looking crazy.
And Kobe was almost there, but
because he knew he was almost there.
But that last game saved a lot.
Well, he
it's like
came
he dropped
all the way
60.
back from Achilles.
Huh? Yeah, that's what I'm saying. The Achilles, even like that year that his Achilles blew out, he was still killing. Like he was still getting buckets, but it's hard. It's hard to come back from that, man.
He knew
like,
it was coming though.
We're seeing KD like look good with it. Seeing
When did Vince
Brianna
retire?
Stewart, huh?
When did Vince retire?
Vince
Ooh.
Carter?
Yeah,
Last
like
year.
recently, right?
Last
And I was
year,
like,
yeah.
yo, when I heard that, I'm like, you're still playing?
Yo.
You've been playing since I was in high school.
Yo.
You've been playing since I was in middle school, bro.
He's touched four decades of
I
NBA
love
basketball.
Carter,
yo.
but I was
love
like,
Vince.
what are you doing? You still playing?
Listen, I don't. Vince
was not going out, bro.
Vince had a great basketball life because, like, the thing that I grew up with Vince Carter is that he was injury prone and his knees are going to give out by the time he's such and such age. So going from that to playing 4 fucking decades in the NBA, going from
That
a
nigga overstayed his
megastar.
that nigga overstayed his welcome.
How so?
That nigga overstayed.
But he
was a
wasn't
solid
washed,
role player.
though.
Yeah, like he was
Like,
still.
nigga,
He
just
wasn't
feel
washed.
like,
I mean, he
nigga,
was
give
washed
it-
because he was
someone
old, but he
would've
was still
picked him.
Like, bro,
playing.
give it up.
Listen,
like, we get
there's-
it. We
No.
fuck with you.
I
Give it up.
always have more respect for somebody who was a megastar. Like that's why I think the next person in that line of like megastars that is like super good in their role is probably gonna be like Melo or somebody. Like somebody who's like was super good at one point, saw the writing on the wall and be like, you know what, I can't do this no more, but I can help with this. And like with Vince Carter, like he went from the shit, that dude, to like the human victory cigar where like we're getting Vince in the game just because the fans want to see him. And you know what I mean? Like I always respect those guys, man, because mentally that's a lot to take. Some people would rather just leave. Some people are like, well, if I can't be the star, well, if I ain't
But
getting
that's
paid
why I was so
10 million.
curious when they were like,
that nigga
Vince
overstayed
Carter's
his
retiring.
welcome.
I'm like, he's still playing? Like, why? What? Vince?
like, my
Vince been
nigga,
playing
like-
since I was born, Vince.
Like, bro, give it up.
I might take Kareem for a basketball
love
life,
Vince,
or for a
though.
life. Of
Who?
Kareem Abdul-Jabbar.
Kareem
Jabbar?
Abdul-Jabbar? Okay, I like that. I like that pick.
I would
Why?
take Shaq before that.
Like he
Shit looks
won.
boring as fuck.
Or
Shaq
he
is
am I
fun.
mixing? No,
Yeah, that's what
that
I'm
was
saying.
it. He
Kareem
won
looked
every,
boring.
like,
Boring.
every championship in high school, every championship in college.
Yeah.
And then like 4 or 5 or whatever.
Yeah, nah, Kareem is the legend. I don't know why.
And rope
when
books
people
and
talk
stuff.
about GOATs, like nobody ever mentions Kareem for some reason. Like he just gets glossed over for some reason.
There was nothing attractive about his shit.
Like,
That's all.
You can't argue against it.
How,
I'm
what's
not
attractive?
Yo, y'all niggas
Not
always
attractive
want to like
about
go off. Like I'm not disrespecting this nigga's career. I'm not disrespecting his legacy. Every legacy that we look at, every player
Did he
we
not
look
sell
at,
enough
it's
sneakers?
no, shut up.
I think that's the
He
only
got
thing.
sneakers?
You want to be Kareem?
I would love to.
Yeah.
I would love like,
Yeah.
I can't even get my
I would
point out.
love
This
to.
nigga like jumping down my throat. I'm
Lou
saying,
Alcindor,
I'm
my
saying
G,
it doesn't
you
look.
you patented the sky hook. You scored the most points in NBA history. You are the king of buckets. Nobody in the history of buckets has gotten more buckets than you. You've won on every single level. You are like the fucking Ali of basketball. Like civil rights. You know what I mean? Respect everywhere. Like you are a human. You are a human history lesson everywhere you
Speaking
are.
of all these,
Speaking of all these
people, I have a
got
question.
sports.
Why
All
gotta be a
y'all
nerd?
I have a
done.
question.
Thank you. I got all the numbers. Thank you. What
No,
I
I
was
have a
saying to
question.
you was it doesn't look attractive as the people that we just named. A Brady, a Kobe, a LeBron, a Jordan. It doesn't look attractive.
Can you like Kareem Abdul-Jabbar?
Yeah, like you say that, like, yo,
Why?
what?
Why?
I'm gonna take
It
it a step
Kareem
further.
probably has more
We're talking
accomplishments than
about-
all those guys.
I'm gonna take it a step
We're
further.
talking about,
fine.
all right, we're talking
But
about
we're-
livelihood.
we're
I'm not
still-
talking about that.
I
actually agree
standalone
with Lo
career.
this time. No, 'cause
That's
we're
all I
in-
was
I'm not
saying.
saying
I
career,
agree
I'm
with the
saying life.
Kareem thing, just like how I agree with the Jeter thing. Kareem has a different level of fame and respect when he walks into a room. Like he's not. I don't think you understand what I'm saying. Like, yo, I still want to be able to live a life.
But you literally
without
just said.
that.
You literally just said when people talk about the greats in the NBA, what do? They gloss over.
They gloss
Kareem.
over him for
And I
some
said,
reason.
the only reason why I said that is because his career, his legacy doesn't look attractive. When you look at it on paper, yeah, that shit looks good. I would like to have those numbers too. But like when you think back about the memories, about the videos and the pictures and this, that, and the
we're
third,
alive.
it doesn't look attractive. That's all I'm saying.
I gotta disagree there.
It doesn't
bro.
look attractive.
Kareem-
Everybody else,
Kareem
Tom Brady,
got buckets for the Lakers and like stood next to Martin Luther King. Not a lot of people have done that.
That's cool, but that doesn't look attractive.
Maybe that's cool.
If you're asking someone right now, our age or whatever the case is, that's a fan of the NBA, they're not going to say, yeah, Kareem
Yeah,
is the
they're
first
not.
nigga I'm thinking about.
All right, what
They're
about-
not saying that.
because
You literally
because
just
the
said they
game is
gloss
different.
over him.
Because the game is different to
I
me,
understand
man. Like, I
that.
feel like a dude like LeBron will look at Kareem and be like, yo, that's
Yeah, because
the
his
guy I'm
IQ
aiming
and his
to be.
mentality is different. Like I said, he's a student of the game. But when you're talking like to us regular people, you're like, yo, which career would you rather have?
It's-
No one is putting
No,
Kareem in the
it's-
top 5 of
no,
their
it's
list.
My
Which
thing is-
life? It's which life would you rather
Yes.
live? Like the-
Right, and
Even
it's
with
still
Kareem,
good,
but
and it's
that-
still not attractive.
No, because
That's my
that
point.
life doesn't seem. It doesn't have an ounce of fun in it.
doesn't
That's
have
what I'm
the
saying.
sexiness
It
to
doesn't
it.
have
That's
a
my.
razzle
That's all I'm
dazzle of
saying.
fun.
All right, what about-
That's all I'm
But
saying.
here, but let's think about it.
That's all
Kareem
I'm
did
saying.
movies
What
where he was on. He was in them.
Stop
He was a
trying to sell it
movie
to
star.
us.
I'm saying like no one gives a
He was
fuck
a
about
movie
Kareem.
star. What are you
Who
talking
cares about
about?
Kareem's
We
movies?
don't
What are you talking
care.
about? Y'all don't understand how
Nobody
big Kareem
even
Abdul-Jabbar
knew
The last time I
was
saw
at one
Kareem
point.
on fucking TV was with New Girl.
Because he's old as
Like-
fuck. What are you talking about?
That's our point.
Y'all
It's not
tripping.
attractive.
Y'all tripping.
There's not no
If
razzle dazzle
Kareem,
of
if Kareem
fun.
did what he did in the 90s and 2000s,
Oh my
he would
God.
be the Shaq of this era. Every commercial, but the way he carried himself, the way his values were, the way he fucking went about his life.
This does not
that wasn't
negate-
his
this
goal.
does not negate
his
any-
goals were to like advance his people,
And that's
fucking,
fine.
like,
That's fine. That does not negate what he's contributed or what he's given to the culture of
But
basketball
you
or just
asked
life.
us
Period.
a life.
When you ask, yeah,
we
thank
want a
you.
razzle dazzle of fun in
That's
there.
what I'm saying.
Just like a sprinkle
I'm
of
not.
fun.
I don't want,
You don't
there's
think-
no razzle dazzle with Kareem.
Nothing.
There's no razzle
None.
dazzle.
he was a movie star, bro.
Nobody cares.
He was a movie
Like,
star.
no
bro.
one gives
Jordan
a
was
fuck.
too.
He fought Bruce Lee, my G.
don't give a
He
fuck.
fought Bruce
God.
Lee. He got buckets for the Lakers.
All right, so
and stood
guys,
with Malcolm
here's what
and
we
Martin.
got. Here's what
Who
we got.
the fuck could
That
say
nigga's
This
that?
moving
is
the
why you're Tony
goalposts.
Starks. You have the most random facts about everything.
And that's, yo,
Who
and that's
doesn't know
fine.
these
Who the
things?
fuck knows that?
And that's
doesn't know these
fine.
things?
That's fine. But no one is clamoring to do that. Like no one wants that. We talking about when I listen to everything LeBron does. That looks attractive. That looks glossy. That looks fun. That looks like something I would love to wake up to every day. Kobe, Tom Brady. That looks fun. I would love to do all that shit.
I don't want Tom Brady's life.
Why?
But you'll take Tom Brady before
Why?
you can take Kareem.
Hold on. Why?
Low.
Exactly.
Hold on, wait.
Exactly.
Why?
Tom Brady eats avocado ice cream, bro.
Yeah.
Like Tom Brady's the same sort of maniacal psychopath competitively for the same reason why I wouldn't want to be Jordan.
But
Like-
Jordan I like Jordan because not only is he that competitive, he's cocky. Like he don't give a shit. He has a bad attitude. I like him.
I get that.
like it.
Tom Brady doesn't look fun.
He's very
either.
like.
He looks
Neither
like
does Kareem.
Kareem does not.
That does not look fun. There's nothing about his shit that looks fun.
Bro.
Anything.
I think Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. I'd rather be Kareem Abdul-Jabbar over Tom Brady.
Yeah,
100
what?
million times. 1 million times over. Yes.
You know
Dog,
stories
y'all got
about
it.
Wilt Chamberlain?
Most buckets ever.
Wait, what about?
Most buckets ever.
What about
Bro,
most
stop
big-
putting
LeBron
it.
might.
Stop
LeBron
putting.
might get that record.
Stop putting stats in front
What
of me.
about
I
Wilt's,
understand
what about
that.
Wilt's record?
What, getting 100 points? Oh, which
Yeah,
record are we talking about?
We don't even know. We don't even
Which
know if he
record are we
actually did
talking
that.
about?
We don't even know if he actually did that. There's no video for that shit. We don't know if that
I'm
was
not talking
there.
about 100
Well,
points. I'm
there's-
talking
I
about
don't think
20.
he's
Oh,
talking
now
about
y'all don't
100
want to talk
points.
about numbers.
I don't think he's
Oh,
talking
now
about
y'all don't
the-
want to talk about numbers.
Low,
That's
I make
all
it
y'all
low.
been fucking
Y'all been
doing.
talking about numbers this whole
Low,
fucking
I
time.
make-
Kareem had the most.
I think he's talking about the fucking
Championships
low. I
since
think
he
he's
was
talking about
14.
Wilt
I don't want to
Chamberlain
fuck 100 women.
All right then.
That ain't fun.
That's not the stats
Wait,
he was
who are you
referring
talking
to.
about?
Will Chamberlain.
No, he allegedly.
Allegedly.
Still
Yeah,
cheating.
So, but 50,000
But was he giving
women.
them gift bags?
Oh,
Exactly.
I think Will Chamberlain was full of shit.
I don't think he was giving them gift
You think
bags.
what- you say-
50,000 women.
You think he was
No,
full of shit?
50,000. Was it 20,000? 20,000?
How fun could that be, though?
That's not
20,000
fun.
women.
That's
How
not
could that
fun.
be?
He came out to like 3.5 a day or something
Nah,
like that.
bro.
That's not fun.
That's not
You
fun.
know, Will must have been like doing that
must have
thing
been.
where
His
like
dick must have been
you gotta be like,
fucking
yo, it counts. Like
rug
if
burned.
there's,
Yo,
like
like,
if
I'll
you're in
take it.
bed with one girl
Yo.
and like another girl just kind of comes in and touches you while you're that counts. This is a threesome. This works. Like
That's
I
not-
think he
yeah,
was
that-
like taking
If
numbers
that is
down.
true, he has like a rug burn
Yeah,
dick.
I don't want
There's
Will's
no
life.
way.
I don't want
There's
Will's
no
life.
way.
I'm cool on Will's life. That doesn't look fun.
Yeah. Who do
That
you
wasn't
want?
attractive.
I do want to know though, as many people have y'all met, right?
Mm.
All the celebrities, all the
Yeah.
athletes, whatever. Who was somebody you met and you were just like,
LeBron.
Oh, like
like
what the- I was
accomplishment wise, that you were just like,
like starstruck.
yeah, like a little bit.
LeBron. Hov.
LeBron was up there.
What,
It's
was
three
it his,
people.
hold on. Because you know, you have to count. Okay, so when you meet people.
The Rock also.
When you meet
Oh, I never
people,
met him before.
their like aura also reflects on how you're gonna react, right?
Right.
Because some people are so cool, you're not even starstruck. But some people just have an aura where you're just like,
The Rock.
The Rock.
The Rock has the
I
aura,
could
bro.
see that.
The Rock has the fucking
could
aura.
see that.
I
And
met
he-
The Rock 3 times.
Oh my god!
I met
could
him
see that.
one time when I was
I didn't know
a
he was
little
that
kid.
funny.
He's
I didn't know he was that funny.
He's not.
He
The
is.
Rock is like the male
hate
Beyonce.
everything.
Bro.
He's charismatic.
You hate everything.
You're
He's charismatic.
The Rock is the male Beyonce,
Can't never
bro.
be honest with niggas nowadays.
What do you
Who's
want
the
to-
male Beyonce?
Hove? No, The Rock
No,
is the
he
male
is
Beyonce.
not.
The Rock is
Wait, what
absolutely the male
Continue.
Beyonce. He has an aura. I met him 2 times where I was like, this nigga is crazy famous. One time I think I was like 12
But
years
was he
old.
cool?
I was 12 years old. I was in a mall at a travel tournament, right? And I see a bunch of people running towards a store. I'm like, what the fuck? I'm just getting scared. I'm like, where's everybody
Oh, so this
running
is
to?
this is wrestling The Rock.
This is pre- this is pre-movie star.
This is
2
pre-movie
times.
Rock.
I met pre-movie star Rock and
Okay.
post-movie star Rock.
Okay.
Pre-movie star Rock was, I just seen a bunch of people running to a store in the mall. I was scared. I'm like, what the hell's going on? Like, yo, The Rock's here. I'm like, what? And I get to, I think, a Sam Goody or wherever he was, and I just hear people chanting, Rocky, Rocky, Rocky. The motherfucker walks out the store, Versace shirt, gold glass. This is like early 2000s. This is, you know what I mean, skin fade, fucking still kind of husky eyebrow Rock, right?
Oh.
Walks out the fucking Sam Goody
the
with the
best
Versace shirt, stops for 2 seconds, looks into the crowd of people in the mall and raises the eyebrow, and everybody
Went
fucking
crazy.
lost it. Yo. I was like, yo.
Amazing.
Everybody fucking lost it. I'm like, yo. I was like, this is the greatest day of my life. I was a teenager. And then I met The Rock again when I was working WrestleMania 27, when he was coming back to wrestle.
Oh, just so you know, before you finish your story, now we can't tell our stories because that was so amazing.
I'm sorry.
He just-
Sorry
he
about that.
He just
that.
topped
Tell
it.
your story.
He
Please
set
still
the
tell your
bar. Set the
stories.
bar.
Fuck that.
Okay.
Don't play, please
Tell
tell
my
your story.
story.
But
Fuck that.
to your thought, right? We're doing a press conference for WrestleMania for 27 in Miami, and you know he's fighting John Cena. It's his first match back ever. So like he's a fucking megastar already.
Okay.
He's coming back, first match in like forever years or whatever.
Put us right there, Kaz. Go ahead.
And then he walks in, and the aura, like the glow, like the Rick James glow. I was just like, holy shit. Like, first off, he's mad fucking tall. Like, I didn't realize
He
how
is?
tall he was. Like 6'7". Like, he's a big motherfucker.
He's 6'7"?
Yeah,
Yeah,
he's a big
DN at
dude.
the U.
He was the D at University of Miami, D1. Like,
Okay,
first
again,
overall.
with the random facts. How would I know that? Okay, I didn't
I
know
know
that
all
shit.
these things.
Because you should know that.
But
No.
he walks in
6'7"?
and then he's like just fucking greets everybody, super fucking couldn't be more cordial, more nice, knows like people, you can tell people that he hadn't seen in a while, asking kids about their first name, like, oh, how's little Susie? She's good, like just a dude that just owns the room when he walks in. And then he's just like, holy fuck, this is the biggest movie star on the planet. Like this is the big, and this is why. Like he's like, there's a certain
dope.
like,
Damn, I want to meet The
there's
Rock.
certain dudes that are like
Awareness.
famous.
There's like an awareness.
There's certain dudes that are famous, and you're just like, this isn't gonna last that long. Like
Yeah.
this is his moment, but this isn't gonna last long. You see The Rock in real life and how he just interacts with people, how he talks to people, and it makes all the sense in the world why he's been that successful. It's like, oh, this dude he was born to be a star. Doesn't matter what the fuck he was doing.
Yeah.
He was born to be the dude that like everybody looks at and be like, yep, that's the dude. That's the guy.
Damn, man.
That was cute.
I thought that was me,
was
but
cute.
that's
What
not
about
me.
you?
That was a cute story.
What story? What you want to tell your LeBron story? The LeBron story?
No,
I was there for that.
It's not. I mean, it's not really.
Did I just shut
No,
down?
it's really like, yeah, I'm cool. Like, I'm not even gonna. I don't want to tell any more stories after he wants to go. No, that's fine.
I'm not telling my
pretty sure
little
it's a
bullshit
good story.
story.
I ain't telling
Guys,
that.
are we
I'm
allowed
telling.
to
I'm
tell
good. I'm
LeBron
good.
stories on the pod?
The statute of limitations is passed on the. Oh wait,
That-
I
yeah,
work.
that
Of
story.
course. This is before. This is pre-time. I feel
I
like
don't
we've
even
told.
want to tell my little bullshit
that's-
story.
Yeah, I don't want to tell my little interaction
My
with
little
somebody.
dumbass
Like,
This
story.
isn't a competition,
Oh,
guys.
Well, we didn't know.
Nigga
According to your
starts
story,
off
it
the
was.
fucking. He starts off the telling
The
tale of
Rock,
like
let me
twice
tell
I met
you.
him, not once.
3 times.
In the mall.
3
he
times.
lifted his eyebrow, and then I saw him calling out first stage for the
3
kids he never
times.
met.
I met
and it's just like, I
pre-movie
get
star.
it. I
met
understand
movie
why
star.
he is who he is. It makes sense.
He owned the
Now to you,
room.
Lo. You want to tell your little LeBron story? What the fuck? No, I don't.
Don't hate
I
me
did
because I've
karaoke with
lived a
LeBron.
life.
It was cool. We took a picture. It was in Toronto.
Don't hate
and
me
I went
because
home
I've
after.
lived a life, Flo. Okay.
I walked out with a Grey Goose bottle. My ex-girlfriend was there DJing. That night sucked, and that was it. How's that for a story?
Yo, you suck.
Let me tell you how to tell the
Never,
story.
never
niggas
let
suck
Kaz
the
go
life.
first,
Bro,
bro.
niggas suck
Kaz,
the
from
life
now
out of the
on,
story.
you answer
bro.
questions
Fuck
last.
that. Yeah, you gotta
You can't
answer
top us.
anything superstar related, artist
You
related.
answer last.
You have to tell last, bro.
And no more random facts.
Cause I'm just sitting there. I'm like, damn, this story.
Why would I know that The Rock
Yo,
played?
first off,
in
he
Miami?
tells
What the
he
fuck?
tells a LeBron story so bad. This is how you know
Rosie,
that it's
I'm
not
saying-
about me. It's
I
not
tell-
about
I
me.
tell
Wait,
LeBron-
wait,
He
wait,
I
tells
tell
it
wait.
terrible
bad.
because I was there.
So
I'm
why
like,
are
it's
you
not
mad?
just.
Let him
Wait,
tell
how
the
do I tell it bad?
story.
I'll tell. You want me to tell the story
It's
for you?
No, Kaz, because you want to.
Okay, Steven Spielberg.
Because he
tell the
doesn't-
story. Go ahead, tell the story, motherfucker.
Now you want to tell another story that's
Yeah.
not even yours. Just tell all the
Go
stories.
ahead.
Go ahead.
Technically, it is my story.
No, nigga, it's my story. You wouldn't have been there if it wasn't for me.
That's
Oh
true.
my God.
That is my story.
Technically, if it wasn't for CJF. Shout out CJF, friend of the show.
No, if it wasn't for fucking Game 7, it would have been. We wouldn't have been there. Go ahead.
But
Yeah, tell the
still,
story. Yeah, let's hear it.
Guys, stop trying to outstory
Yeah,
each
before-
other,
no,
bro.
because I wanna hear-
I don't even have a story anymore, and it was my question.
Good,
I don't
you
even want to
don't
tell my
need- you
little
don't need a
bullshit ass story.
Nah, you're not.
No,
Tell the story now.
no,
You
I'm
should.
not.
Why?
No, you're not telling the story now. No,
You
fuck it.
just. What did you do? You
All right,
topped
so no, all right,
all of
Kaz.
us.
Okay, Kaz.
You
all right.
set
You
the
say
bar
I-
so high.
You say I tell the story wrong all the time.
Don't
All right,
put your
cool.
mic down.
So
You want to
let's-
pick up the mic and tell the
Yes,
story so
let's
bad.
hear
Just
the
say it.
story. Yeah, tell the story,
Kaz. What's
Kaz.
the story?
Tell the story,
What's
Kaz.
the story? Go ahead.
You in
tell us the
storytelling
LeBron
mode
story.
now? Let's go
Go
ahead.
ahead, Kaz. What's the LeBron story?
Come on, what's the
Go.
LeBron story?
The year was 2016.
There it is.
We're in Toronto for the NBA All-Star Weekend.
All right, go ahead.
It was right after one of the greatest slam dunk competitions
At least
in
tell them like
history.
what the weather was like,
It
where we
was-
were.
Set
like,
the tone.
Set the
Freezing,
tone,
Okay,
bro.
look, I wasn't there. I wasn't there. Put me there. Let's
It
go.
was
Let's go.
a frigid Toronto night.
Mm-hmm.
Frigid. Has to be at least in
Don't
the single
leave any
digits.
detail
So
out either.
I will not.
Okay.
I will keep
All right,
every
Kaz is
detail
putting
of
me in the
this.
story.
go,
Hold
let's
on.
go. Come on.
Ready?
It is All-Star Weekend in Toronto.
2016, right?
2016.
That's why I said
One of
2016
the
was the
most
best year.
exciting dunk contests of all time
That
is
was a
taking
good- that was a
place
good one.
in front of us.
What?
It's Zach LaVine and Aaron Gordon going dunk for dunk. And as I'm watching Zach LaVine and Aaron Gordon go dunk for dunk, my good friend CGF texts me. He said, hey, yo, Beats party tonight. If you trying to get in, I got you, but you got to come right now.
And was I not with you?
I'm in the midst of watching the greatest dunk contest in dunk contest. I didn't know it at the time, but I'm sitting there just like, this is the greatest dunk contest I've ever seen in my life. Aaron Gordon goes underneath the fucking mascot, does the fucking
remember. Tell the
shit
story.
or whatever.
Kaz, I told you
As
about,
soon as the last dunk happens,
I told you about the party before that. Before you got to the dunk contest, because I came to the Toronto Center and I left.
Lo, you're
Okay.
you're fucking it up.
Whoa.
You're fucking it up.
I came there before the dunk contest happened. I was
I'm
like, yo,
trying to be
I gotta
there
go
in the
host trap
story.
karaoke.
Right,
I was like, yo,
right.
after you're done, call me
Meet at the
and
House
pull
of
up. And
Tings.
yes, right.
Yeah.
All right,
So,
keep going.
Now I'm like, all right, gotta
Where
head
are we
over
now,
there.
Kaz?
It's usually, we've been to parties and
Where we
usually
at?
it's like meet at a van. The van will take you to the location. My boy CGF was running the party at the
Hold
security
on, wait. What
joint.
kind of parties you go to?
Usually they'll give you an address, and the
Meet at the
address
van
isn't
and the van
necessarily
takes you to the
the address
undisclosed
isn't necessarily
location.
like the place that it's at. It's like, here's the pickup spot. There's gonna be vans and shuttles. You meet here, and the
No,
vans will take you
Kaz,
there.
no. I've never been to one of those parties.
Okay, well,
lying?
lying. Good luck. Yes, you have. Shut up.
I
Tell the
did
story.
not.
Hey, shut up. Yes, you have.
I lived through it on an Atlanta episode, but I've never
Oh,
been
Yeah,
to
stop
one.
lying. Go ahead.
Anyway,
Yes, you have.
Yo,
So-
I wish.
CGF gives me the direct address. It's like, yo, just come here. I'm like, bet. Gets me in.
Bet.
Walked right into the place. Big sign on the house that says.
Side note, also, this is where Drake's house is at now because he knocked down two of those properties.
Yes. So if you ever see that mansion,
Yes, the
that
one he
is
did the
in
video
Tootsie
in.
side, yeah. That's where it was.
Where the
It was in
party
that
was,
area.
right? So we get to the House of Tings.
Damn,
he
this sounds
calls
like an
it, right?
Atlanta episode.
So Low at the time is hosting a trap karaoke room. Every room had a different theme.
That's awesome.
There was like a goat
Damn, I
in
wish I
the
was
room
there.
where you could take a picture with a goat and an owl.
I love gold.
There
A
was
burlesque room?
a burlesque room. There's a foam room. There's a bunch. Every room had a different theme.
It had a big ass pillow fight room.
Big pillow fight room.
Ooh.
There was a club upstairs where the big party was.
Damn,
basketball court,
all right,
basketball
all right,
court,
guys.
basketball court.
See?
And there
You
was
see, again.
the trap karaoke room that Lo was hosting. Lo comes up to me. Is like, yo, come do this with me. I'm like, great.
Bet.
Hands me a microphone.
Say less.
And we're just hanging out or whatever, right? The room is empty.
The room is like
Dead empty.
but so big.
Everybody, it's maybe as big as from this table to this table.
yeah.
It's mad narrow. It's mad narrow.
As fuck, right?
Like a New York apartment.
Everybody's
much.
exploring. the dunk contest is over. People are making their way over here. Everybody's exploring the rooms. The first person to walk into the trap karaoke room, LeBron and Savannah James,
Sheesh.
walk right the fuck in. And say, "Oh, we're doing karaoke."
Oh shit.
He's like, "Oh, we're doing karaoke." Hey. Gets the microphone.
Give it a mic. Come here.
Hands are on the mic. First song he plays.
March Madness.
March
Has to be.
My future.
Dun-dun, dun-dun.
I think he did.
Just
Buzz it up, make it real for me.
I think he did Bone Thugs as well.
Did Bone
Bum, bum,
Thugs.
bum, bum.
And
Was it
after
Carlos?
every song,
Yeah.
it's just all-star after all-star. Kevin Durant comes in. The Currys come in.
The Currys.
Fucking Harden walks in.
Oh,
Everybody.
it's lit.
Kevin Hart walks in. Fab walks in.
I just-
Amber Rose walks in.
What?
Every
Odell walks in.
Odell Beckham. This is the same fucking story. That's how I go. I'm like, why are you telling this story so terribly, bro? I'm like, this is what the best. I literally was like, yo, this is the best part I've ever been to in my life. Why are you just like, oh yeah, LeBron came, whatever.
Because you fucking made a movie production, a whole fucking production out of fucking The Rock.
Don't hate me because
Nobody can go after
I'm
that.
orally gifted.
Pause.
Whoa.
Pause.
Whoa.
So what he?
No
all right,
one
so he's
cares.
leaving out a couple points.
I'm an orator.
He's leaving out a
This
couple
man.
points. One, we couldn't have our phones in there, so
Right, so
they took our
phones-
phones at the door.
They didn't take my phone.
Well, no, they didn't take my phone either. I just didn't pull it out.
Yeah.
Pause. Raven was in there, so she got the picture of me and LeBron and you and LeBron. She got that picture. Funny story is, Drake was upstairs and
Like,
saw
where's
all-
everybody?
He's like, where's everybody
Drake
at?
comes out.
He saw all the commotion, but he saw, I think it was Mark or someone told me there was like, yo, there was too many people in the room because he had like a shit ton of people with him. So he was trying to he just peeked inside Drake.
Drake couldn't even get into the room.
He couldn't even get into the room. 'Cause at that point, LeBron was in the front. KD was in there. Kevin Hart's dancing.
Both all-star starting lineups were in that room.
John Wall was in there. Fucking Odell is in there dancing. Fab is in there. Kevin Hart's just cracking jokes in the middle of performances and shit.
Yeah.
Amber Rose is in there.
Everybody was on their
just on their shit.
I was in that room looking at Low. I'm like, yo, is this really fucking it's the most famous motherfuckers on earth
partying.
Us two and 3 of our friends
Partying.
and his ex DJing.
Where the fuck was I?
And we're just is this really happening?
Where was I?
And then she hits me the next morning. She's like, yo, you killed it last night. I'm like,
shut up.
Thank you.
Leave me alone.
I'm like, thank you.
Shut up. Leave me alone.
Shut up, bitch.
Shut up, bitch. Shut up, bitch. Leave me alone.
Don't do that.
I'm kidding.
Come on.
I'm speaking as Low, not like me. I would never.
Also, he's not kidding.
No. So the room closes down.
Shut up, bitch.
The room closes down. Aisha Curry and Steph Curry come down.
Yes.
Man, where was I?
I had to tell him, I'm like, yo, room's closed.
You have to turn the curtains on.
I had to turn the curtains away. I'm like, yeah, we got to go back upstairs.
Bro.
So at that moment, that's when Drake is putting on the fucking concert.
Shout out to TJ, man. TJ from Twitter. He always he was the one other guy that I knew in there. It was TJ from Twitter. He runs Twitter Sports. Great.
Oh, okay.
Great dude. Loves the podcast, by the way. Great dude.
Hi, TJ.
And we always talk about that night. Every year around All-Star Weekend comes out, we'll be at a party in All-Star Weekend. It's
it's not the same.
It's not House of Tings, man.
So they come downstairs. I'm like, yo, y'all can't come in because we have to close the room down. The concert's going on upstairs. There's literally a Drake fucking concert going up.
Yes.
Right upstairs, right?
Yeah.
So here go my goofy ass. Give me a bottle of Grey Goose. And I'm walking through that house like I'm the shit. Lenny S is there, Kevin Hart there, yo, that shit was mad fun. You killed it.
A stout came down. I was yo,
stout came down, fuck with us.
I'm like, yeah.
Bro, so yeah, I walk out the house with a bottle of Grey Goose. My flight was at 9 o'clock. I didn't get up till 5 p.m. And the guys
wait. Run that sentence back.
Wait, 9 a.m.?
My flight was at 9 a.m. We didn't leave the house until 4 or 5. I get back to the hotel. Get back to the hotel, pass the fuck out.
Oh, Jesus.
Then wake up till 5 p.m. And I hit these niggas at Game 7. They were like, man, don't even worry about it. We'll book you another flight right now. I'm like,
nothing will top that party,
ever.
Bro.
Best party I've ever been.
Why was I not there?
Ever. Should have been in Toronto.
Should have been in Toronto.
2016.
It was 2016. It was a popping year.
2016
And I was
begging.
begging. I was begging Cam to come. I'm like, yo,
2016.
I have a hotel suite. You can just stay with me. He was like, yo, bro, I'm in the middle of moving. I can't really go.
Yeah.
I'm like, I'm gonna be out there by my
We
fucking self.
Every time we post throwback pictures from that night, everyone's like,
sick. Because we were trying to find. I'm like, yo, who wants to come? Y'all can just get a flight. Y'all can just stay with me.
I was there for work.
You was already there.
I was there for work.
You was already there.
I would have went with you.
Well, no, I'm not.
Well, not like that.
If you were a good
That's
wing
weird.
woman.
God damn it. I would have got you more bitches than you got yourself, though.
This is true.
No, because I went.
All the best wingmen are.
No,
women.
I took myself.
Do you
Here's
know?
another story. Here's another story.
Pick your battles.
I took myself out to dinner before the event. Right. Shut up. Thank you. So I took myself out to dinner.
Go
and
ahead,
this girl
King.
comes up to
Do
me.
your thing, King.
This girl comes up to me and was
ahead,
like, yo,
King.
where you from?
Know yourself, King.
I'm like, yo,
I remember this girl. Okay. Tell the story.
So I'm at dinner and she comes up to me. She's
By
like,
yourself.
By
Okay.
myself. She's like, oh, where you from? I'm like, oh, I'm just down here for work. From New York. I'm about to go to this party. She's like, oh, can I join you? I'm like, all right, cool.
Okay.
So we sat down, we ate.
Who this, Lo? It's like I literally just met her.
I literally just like, bro. So we're eating dinner. And she's like, yo, what do you do? This, that, and the third. I'm like, oh, I work for Beats One. This, that, and the third. She's like, oh, so where are we gonna go tonight? I'm like, oh, you can come to this house party if you want. She was like, all right, fine. So we're going towards the party. They have a truck for me and everything. And she was like, where are we going? Because I didn't tell her who it was for. I was like, we was going to this all-star after party.
Flex.
Bro, I was like, nah, just come
biggest
over.
of all
Can we
flex.
pause the story?
Go ahead,
The
go ahead.
biggest
Can we
of all
pause the story?
flex, bro.
When you're single and you can have an opportunity to pull one of
flex?
these moves.
No, but that is the ultimate move, bro.
Boy,
Like, you
listen.
could have taken her anywhere and it was still a bit of flex,
Bro,
but that.
Listen, sometimes when you're single, once again,
Paraphrase.
We just
You
need to
gotta
come up
give-
with the
the
print.
the
With the
timestamps.
print.
2016.
Right.
when you can present an opportunity
I'm
to
sure
really
Joe's
see
knows
what
that.
a woman's about, Like, yo, I'm hosting this thing.
Oh, she left them? Did she leave
Are
them? Did
you
she leave
down
No.
or not? Are you down or not?
She was like, what are you doing tonight? I'm hosting this party, out in Mississauga, wherever we was going. She was like, I was like, you want to roll? She was like, yeah, fine, fuck it, whatever. But I didn't tell her. I was like, yo, it's this thing. So, bro, we get in the truck, get to the venue, walk into the house. And at this time, house is completely empty. Like, people are still setting up.
Yeah.
But it's DJing, and I walk in with Shorty.
Yes.
And I'm like,
And you knew she was DJing tonight?
I had no idea.
Damn.
What did you do?
I had no idea.
That's when you want to shrink and run out the room.
So, like, we're downstairs. Shut up. We're downstairs, and she's just like, oh, like, what's trap karaoke? Like, what? Like, where are we? Like, what are we doing? So I'm like, yo, this is like,
we're partying,
this
bitch.
is like Drake and LeBron's after party. And she just like drops her jaw. She's like, what do you mean? Like, I'm like, yeah, I'm hosting this room called Trap Karaoke, and they'll be here later.
With the humble flex.
You can't big it up.
With the humble flex.
The best part of the humble flex is that is literally the only delivery you can have when you're breaking that news, okay? Like, you can't, if you guys, yo, I'm hosting LeBron James.
Yeah.
I'm just hosting LeBron and Drake's after thing, whatever. Like,
you want to roll through? Like, yeah, you can come.
There is no, you could have told the girl you had 3 toes that night. You could have told Shorty anything after that. And she was rolling, bro.
And she sat, she sat like right in the corner. I'm like, yo, like, whatever you do, don't move. Just stay here and just keep it cool. So I'm watching her while I'm hosting, and she sat here like
she
the
bad?
entire. Bad as
Yeah,
fuck.
she was bad.
Okay.
Sat here sat there.
Y'all heard that?
No, because as soon as you talked about this dinner,
She out
because
there
I
for
remember
drink?
when I walked in, it was empty and it was just it was low and some random shit. I'm like, who that? No, I literally just met her at dinner. I'm like, okay.
Sat her right there. She just like had the best time. Walked, left the crib or left the party with
She
the
probably
Grey Goose
still
bottle,
tells the
like,
story.
You should. I still tell it.
Clearly, we still
I
tell
hope
this.
she tells that story. I'm like,
Nigga,
it ain't never getting that good again.
almost
Lady,
8 years later.
lady, if you're watching this right now,
It's never
possibly,
going to get that good.
It ain't never gonna be more
That was the
popping than
best
that
of the
night.
best.
I challenge you.
Oh my
you
God.
to have a more random.
Yeah, that was my most
Dinner
random night ever. Like, I've never had a night like that. I mean, well, yeah, we did when we did the On the Run shit. That was
That's true.
almost like
Damn.
that.
I'll definitely have like a
All right,
million.
Rosie, what about your story?
Fuck my story. Man, fuck my bullshit.
She got some crazy shit she can't even say.
Of course
on
she
air.
does.
You know she got some
she
shit.
gotta, like, hide it,
Rosie
like,
got NDA stories. I
Yeah,
can
she-
know.
NBA.
NDA.
Oh,
NDA.
I was like,
No.
And
a little bit of both.
I'm not gonna do it, but she got some NBA joints. She got some NBA joints.
I can't
She got some NBA tails. You ain't gonna do it.
I'm not.
Okay, okay.
No, I wouldn't even want you to do
I
it.
wouldn't.
Right.
I'm not
I
doing
wouldn't
that.
even want you to do it.
Don't do that.
NDA.
No,
Non-disclosure.
Nah,
Okay,
we
not
get it.
that.
Yeah.
yeah, there's so many NBA joints I want to tell, man.
I can't.
That Soul House night was
I
so
can't.
fun
You're not
though.
gonna tell your story? That's not
I don't have a
NDA.
story.
Nah, she gonna hold it down. She gonna hold it down.
Listen,
She
hold
gonna
it down.
Hold it down, Rosie.
I will say though, one time I did meet Charlie Murphy, right?
Oh shit.
Hold on. Hold up now.
Okay.
I was like 7 years old.
Okay.
They were filming Die Hard.
TV4? Oh, Die
They were
Hard.
filming Die Hard 2, Bruce Willis, and they filmed it in the Heights. I was like 6
Oh
actually.
wow.
Yes, I was like
That's
6.
that's the
or-
scene when he was standing outside with the sign on.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Yeah, I was watching that shit the other
And
day.
I met Charlie Murphy. This was before anybody even knew Charlie
Right.
Murphy, so I thought it was Eddie Murphy.
Right.
Wait, was he in that group of guys?
I don't know if he was. He was
He
there.
wasn't a group of guys.
He was there.
That's the group of
Yeah.
guys that he was in that group.
I don't
Samuel
know. I have to
Jackson.
rewatch it. I
Oh,
didn't know if he was
okay.
there, if he was in the movie or nothing. But he was standing in the corner in front of the bodega, and I asked him if he was Eddie Murphy, and he started laughing. But now that I know who Charlie Murphy is, and I've seen him on Chappelle's show, like this story makes sense in my head when I go back. He just started laughing. He's like, "Nah, I'm his brother." I was like, "No, you're not," because I thought it was Eddie Murphy fucking with me. I was like, "No, you're not."
Yeah.
He was like, "Yeah, I'm his brother. I'm Charlie." I was like, "I have a brother named Charlie," and he was like, "You really think I'm Eddie?" I was like, "For real, I did." And then fast forward, this is my only Charlie Murphy story, but fast forward when Chappelle's show came out and I seen him, I was like, that man wasn't lying. Because the whole time I thought it was a lie. Like, back then we didn't Google shit or anything.
Yeah,
So
I didn't like. I
we-
saw I remember seeing Charlie Murphy on CB4.
I was gonna say, when did we realize that Eddie had a brother?
That's what I'm saying. Like once CB4 came out, I was like, oh, Charlie Murphy, okay. And then like Chappelle Show, like
that's when I realized it. Like, I was just like,
that's what I'm saying.
I'm like, I ain't never seen this nigga a day in my life.
Because I remember his face and his fucking drawl through that. I'm like, oh, that's the dude from CB4. I was like, oh wait, that really is Eddie Murphy's brother.
That's
Holy
what I'm
shit.
saying.
Yeah.
But I thought it was Eddie because he looked just like him back then. And he talked like him and laughed like him. And I was like, this is Eddie Murphy. And I was so hyped. And he's like, no, I'm Charlie, his brother. I was like,
that's one person that would have me starstruck also.
Well, now after Chappelle Show, Eddie Murphy. Yes.
Oh no, I met Chappelle before. That was.
Oh man, I met Chappelle one time.
I never met Chappelle.
Chappelle disarms your starstruckness. He always says something to break the ice.
Yeah, but I was still kind of starstruck.
No, you know who does that? Hove does that.
Hove, yeah.
Hove disarms your shit.
I could definitely see that. But
like,
if I met Eddie Murphy, I'd be like,
no, Eddie, I wouldn't talk.
You are the god of comedy, bro.
Yeah, like, I was watching Raw and Delirious.
You are the Big Bang. Eddie Murphy is like the Big Bang of everything I consider funny. It all started with Eddie.
Yeah.
Like the first time I ever laughed at
I think he's underrated.
Underrated?
I think he's underrated. I don't think because people love Eddie, but I don't think people really appreciate
I get what you're saying.
his stand-up.
I get what you're saying.
They don't know.
Kids
like if you listen to
truly
a
don't
stand-up,
understand.
They don't get it.
How big Eddie Murphy was.
He's not Dr. Doolittle, kids.
No, listen.
He's fucking
like,
But it's like,
delirious.
are they supposed to understand it? Because we use the same argument we use the same argument.
Honestly, I didn't really understand it until I got older.
But we use the same argument with musicians. We do the same thing with Jay.
Okay.
I'm gonna say underrated
And it's like,
because
are they supposed to really get the gist of what the essence of this guy really is?
Yes.
Like, are people supposed to understand the essence of Chris Rock?
The more
essence of Chappelle?
I didn't know until I heard a stand. Like I have that Pandora's like stand up that I listen to,
right.
And some of his stand up was coming up from different like shows he did, and I forgot how fucking funny he is.
Yo.
And like I was listening to this shit, I was like, I don't even think I've ever heard this one. I was like, this man is a true fucking genius.
Listen,
and I don't think we appreciate him enough.
I didn't really appreciate Eddie until I was older because like I said, he was the Big Bang of everything I thought was funny. Right. So I just always grew up with Eddie just being the famous funny guy, right? It wasn't until like I got a whole macro level of understanding of like, yo, this dude was 20 years old on Saturday Night Live, 21 years old does Beverly Hills Cop, 22 years old, 23 years old does Coming to America, hilarious. Harlem Nights, puts every single black comedian you find even a little bit funny on. Like fucking Eddie Murphy is
comedy. He
nigga,
is comedy.
Period.
But then there's a switch
see, Kevin does that too.
But there's no.
Listen, let me go before y'all start fucking reacting. Before y'all start fucking reacting, I'm not saying the level of quality of talent is equal. Okay. When you just brought up that last one about putting on niggas and putting people in position to do things, Kevin does that very well. Not as well, but Kevin does that. And Kevin leads that brigade of putting people in position to do things.
I may be wrong. Somebody in the comments will correct me.
I think just like from my experience of watching him and doing him.
Someone in the comments correct me.
I think Tiffany Haddish to me is probably like the only person that I've seen like, okay, I didn't know this person until like I saw them do some shit with Kevin Hart, whatever. But Eddie, like fucking Martin,
well, you know what?
Chris Rock,
man.
How did you guys first find Eddie? Like, what was the first thing?
First thing was Coming to America for me.
So it was a movie.
Yeah. Coming to America was the first thing.
It was Beverly Hills Cop for me.
And then I saw. I never really watched him.
So you never watched Delirious?
I've watched them both.
What about
I watched Raw and Delirious. But like I didn't. I saw Eddie Murphy Raw before I saw Eddie Murphy Delirious. And like that shit. When I first saw that,
it's a switch.
It's like
because there's movie Eddie and then there's stand-up Eddie, who's even more funny and just uncut, just raw.
That shit was like, it was like watching amazing. Like Michael Jackson moonwalk for the first time.
It was
like
amazing.
when I saw Eddie Murphy Raw for the first time. I'm like,
Eddie Murphy, man.
I didn't know it was this possible to be this funny.
He's so fucking funny, like naturally.
Just naturally,
just talking on the mic.
Everything he said was fucking laugh out loud. We got McDonald's,
the ice cream
hamburger, like all the shit I did as a kid. No, I'm like, yo,
my favorite reoccurring Eddie characters is Drunk Dad. Yeah, hey. I know you 7, Eddie. Hey. I don't give a fuck. Get the fuck out of this house, Eddie.
Lillian?
I don't give a fuck if you 7.
I'm gonna say this. gonna say this.
Don't bring up Kevin Hart.
I'm gonna say this. No.
Okay.
Yeah, I didn't want to go
I'm
on
not
the
going
Kevin
there.
Hart take.
No, I'm not going there.
I don't put down any of our black brothers. I don't care if y'all find them funny or not. I respect Kevin Hart.
I respect him, yeah, but I think Chris Rock is funnier than Eddie.
You think Chris Rock's funnier than Eddie?
You always say this. He thinks Chris Rock's funnier than everybody. That's his
not
favorite
true.
comedian.
I don't think that's a hot take.
That's not a hot take.
I don't think that's a hot take. I think I can understand where you're coming from. Straight up stand-ups, I think bar for bar
You talking about
stand-ups.
stand-up?
Stand-ups, not movie. Chris Rock is not
Bar
my
for bar
favorite.
stand-ups, I don't think anybody has a better collection of stand-ups than Chris
I
Rock.
don't know. Richard Pryor.
Chris Rock's body of work.
Dave Chappelle.
First of all, that's my favorite. But
Yeah.
I think Chappelle.
it's Eddie and Dave.
To me, Chappelle
Richard?
just got to the top of the mountain.
See, and I was about to
For me.
yes.
To me, Chappelle just got to the top of the
Chappelle's
mountain.
quality of work
Well,
over the
Chappelle's
last
stand-up-
5 or 6 years.
yeah,
But
has
Chappelle's
been
not-
top notch.
Yeah.
Well, Chappelle's
That
stand-up.
nigga's shooting. That nigga's shooting from the hip. Like
comedians talk about how Chappelle came on at like 17 and was blowing.
And was killing people.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like they were like,
He
"How
talks
does this
about
look?"
it.
Yeah.
yeah, he
My
said it,
thing
but
is
he
with
says like how
Chappelle-
nice he was.
With Chappelle, like I didn't really get. He didn't have a lot of stand-up material out there that was easily accessible.
No, but for sketch though, he's my favorite.
No,
by
we're
far.
talking about different facets of
But-
entertainment.
but
We're talking
stand-up-
about
I
if we're
love
talking
his
about stand up.
There's
Yeah,
like a
I love his stand-ups, but if you say Chris Rock, I'm gonna go.
I'm going. Yeah,
I
I'm
First of
going.
all, Lavelle
No.
Crawford.
Lavelle.
No.
Lavelle.
He's
Lavelle.
funny.
Oh man,
What?
he got some nigga
don't think
ears, Rosie.
You don't think he's funny?
You watched a lot of comic view growing up, didn't you?
The reason why I look at Chris, I'm
judging you.
like, we're not,
I'm not judging if you like comedy.
Yes, we are judging you. What the fuck, Lavelle? We talking about Chappelle,
Oh, no, 'cause
Rock,
I
and
was
Murphy. You
thinking
bring up
about-
Lavelle?
I was thinking about the Pandora station, and these are the people that that they put.
Yeah, all right, then if you're gonna bring up Lavelle, I'm bring up Bill Burr.
I like Bill Burr.
I love Bill Burr.
I actually like Daniel Tosh stand-up too.
Low, you trapped Bill Burr.
He was.
like
It's funny.
Yeah, because he's funny as fuck.
Daniel Tosh is funny. I'll put. Who else was we talking about? Is Chappelle,
All right, sorry for the. All right.
Eddie
I'll
Murphy,
go back for,
Chris
I'll
Rock.
go Eddie,
Chappelle, Murphy,
Richard,
Eddie.
and
Why
Chappelle.
I think Chappelle is the GOAT. Like I saw a video on YouTube and I watched the whole thing. It was like 6 hours of him just like in a comedy club. And I
Patrice O'Neal, by the way, also.
Yeah.
Dave Chappelle?
oh, yeah.
Another great.
Who?
Patrice, you never
Yeah.
seen Patrice O'Neal stand
But
up?
there's these stories of like he just comes in and surprises people and he'll just do like 5-6 hours.
That was the
sets.
first time I saw
Like,
him live. He did a show on 23rd Street, I think at Knitting Factory or whatever, and it was like, yo, Dave Chappelle's doing stand up in like an hour. Can you get here?
Chris Rock did that at that.
You know, okay,
What's
so
that famous stand-up spot downtown in the
Comedy shop? Comedy shop?
something like that?
I'm not sure.
Comedy store.
I don't think
No?
In
that's it.
LA.
In LA?
You know-
In the
No, how many
village.
stores in LA?
Downtown in the
Oh,
village.
ooh.
The one everyone goes to. Well, Chris Rock did like a stand-up there. Like
You know who I
everybody
compare?
goes there.
You know who I would compare Chappelle to? Who we were just talking about earlier? Jeter.
Nah.
Who?
As far
Who? Chappelle?
as-
Yes.
I compare him more to
As
Muhammad
far
Ali.
as,
As
his,
far
his,
as
his energy and his level
the
of
energy,
fame.
the accomplishments, the accolades, the charisma, the aura. I could see Chappelle walking into a store and people having that same respect that y'all claim that Jeter has.
Yeah.
Where it's just like, yo, we're gonna give this man his space because we respect his quality of work, because we respect
Yeah, because he
who
gonna
is.
Well, that's his
fire
life.
your ass
If you
up if
see
you
him-
do come up to him.
What was
That's
the-
what I'm
what
just
was the-
saying.
what
Like
was
now,
the-
I
Roast
get
your
it.
motherfucking ass.
What was the story? What was the shit he did with Letterman? Was it Letterman?
When?
Letterman. The shit he just did with David Letterman on Netflix.
Oh
where,
yeah, I
like,
saw that. Yeah.
he goes to
My
Ohio.
guess.
Like the way he lives.
I saw that.
The way he lives is like, yo, he's just a regular dude. Like
That's
he's
also
like, everybody in
Ohio, too.
Ohio,
That's also
nobody
Ohio.
treats him
Do
like.
you guys watch Coffee and Cars with Comedians?
Yes.
That shit's
Comedians and Cars
hilarious.
Getting Coffee.
Some shit like that. Yeah.
It's
A
great.
lot
I'll
of
put,
scenes.
I'll put
Comedians and
Seinfeld up there
Whatever,
on
bro.
my stand-up goats.
I love Seinfeld.
My stand-up Mount
Wait,
Rushmore.
Jerry?
Jerry's. I think Jerry's there.
I think Jerry was funnier on Seinfeld, the show.
Whoa.
I never found Seinfeld that funny.
Here we
I
go.
found the show
That's not. Why is it
Here we
I
go,
Because I
hating
don't-
with Low on this episode of
This is why I
Hating
don't
with
do it. This is
Low.
why I just like, I disagree
Let's
with
just
everything they
find
say.
shit to hate on.
That's not hate. I
Let's
said I
go
never found
against
it
the grain.
funny. I never found it
Jerry-
funny or
Larry
too late.
David is fucking
Jerry gonna
hilarious.
laugh his way to the bank.
If you like
Because-
Curb Your
alright.
Enthusiasm, you gotta like Seinfeld.
And I caught that on too. I
Because
caught
I
on
feel
to
like
that late.
Seinfeld, I feel like Curb is like, correct me if I'm wrong, Kaz. I feel like Curb is like Jerry grown up.
No, Larry.
Oh, you mean Larry?
No, Curb.
Jerry's not even
I feel
in
like
that
Curb
shit.
Your Enthusiasm, the show, is
Larry
like
David,
Seinfeld,
that's-
but Jerry's grown up now and
I
turned
can't
into.
see. Well,
I think
You see what I'm
Seinfeld
saying? Because
has-
it's the same kind of show, but now
But
he's just
Larry
older,
and Jerry,
married.
Larry and Jerry are so different.
Larry
you know,
and Jerry, bro.
Well, Larry's actually they're
they're
different.
so
but,
different. That's why I can't.
But
I
all
can't
the
see Jerry.
scenarios were the
Wait, what
same.
do you
I can't see Jerry saying that shit.
What do
That
you mean,
That's
Larry
true.
and Jerry?
I can't
But
see him
think
doing
about
that
it. When you
shit.
get older, you get
Larry
ruthless.
David and Jerry Seinfeld are different.
I can't
Listen,
see.
as the only Jew on the
Right,
show, you
right.
should be able
Like,
to answer
super-
these.
Yeah, like what the
no,
fuck?
they're super alike. Like,
Do y'all look
I
at?
can't see Larry David.
I'm not
I can't see
saying
Jerry Seinfeld saying the same
I'm not-
shit
The shit
Larry does.
That
But I'm
on
saying-
Curb.
on
Yeah,
Curb.
on
I can't see
was
Jerry
together.
doing that.
I think they're extremely
Jerry-
similar though.
I think they're
Seinfeld was
similar.
only picked for the show Seinfeld because it was based on Larry David.
I understand
Like,
that. What
so
I'm
he-
saying.
That's what I'm
Larry David-
saying.
All right,
That's
but
why
I'm
I
saying-
think
I
Curb Your
pick someone
Enthusiasm
who,
is a
like, reminded him of
continuation.
And I get that.
himself and the way
I
they did the
can't
world.
see Jerry saying those lines and acting as
can.
if Larry does. I can't. I
You
just
shouldn't
can't.
because it's based off Larry.
Okay, well then I don't want to see Jerry doing
But they
those
were
lines.
both
I mean,
based
like-
off Larry.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, I don't want to see Jerry doing that.
Do you, as the Jew on the show, do you look at Larry David and Jerry Seinfeld how we look at like Chappelle and Chris
No.
Rock or not?
Well, like I just like really.
Are they
funny
repping
shit.
for
Adam
y'all?
Sandler is Adam Sandler y'all like?
He's
Nah,
Jewish?
I would-
Hell yeah.
no.
Is Adam Sandler Jewish?
Jewish? Look at his nose.
Yeah.
Put on your yarmulke. Wow! Wow!
No, now y'all are still shocked.
Low!
Y'all are still shocked at
I
my.
was gonna say the.
I was gonna talk about the Hanukkah song. Look at his nose. I was like, put on your yarmulke. It's time for Hanukkah.
I didn't know he
Edit,
was
am I
Jewish.
bugging? I'm bugging again.
Did you?
Yes! Yes, you're bugging.
An observation.
God damn, Low.
Oh my god, that's racist. Because I
Yes!
Oh yes, that's very
Absolutely.
racist.
It's very fucking
Do Jewish
racist.
people have big noses,
Apologize
Adam?
right now.
It's fine.
Apologize right
The
now.
majority of Jewish
What's
people
the
have
word
biggest
again?
nose.
Lo, you don't have to.
Lo,
die
Lo,
on
do you
my
like jobs?
Do you like money?
What's
like work?
offensive
Do you
about
like-
fucking making a comment about someone?
So you don't like money?
All right, can we get back to the point?
Yo, y'all are
They
so
about to
sad.
take your
All
whole
right, you're right, my
stimmy
fault.
too.
You just like to make people
No,
mad.
because I'm not gonna sit there and back away from this point. I'm not gonna back away from the point because I'm not saying anything wrong.
You have big
You
noses.
see
Here's an
his
expression.
nose?
Like I'm not saying anything wrong.
No.
Bro,
I'm not. I'm
I've
not
seen
saying
Adam
nothing
Sandler's
wrong.
nose and I never put it together.
Never.
I never correlated
But
this.
I'm
I
just-
never thought
the
that.
thing-
I'm not
Oh,
backing
look
away
at
from
his
that
nose.
point.
Oh, he's a Jew.
I learned about the
Damn.
Hanukkah holiday because of Adam Sandler's Hanukkah song. That's how I knew he was
That's
Jewish.
it?
And 8 Crazy Nights.
That's how you learn about.
I
how I learned
didn't
about
know
Hanukkah.
Adam
From
Sandler
Adam
was Jewish.
Sandler?
Yes, from you never heard the Hanukkah song?
Yes, I heard, but I knew about Hanukkah before I heard the Hanukkah
Who
song.
else is Jewish?
I mean, I knew about Hanukkah,
Drake.
but like the song is about like all the you
No,
know
Jake.
the things that you
Derek
do
Jeter.
like the
Yeah, I learned about that shit in school.
Oh, no, he's white. Just white.
Yeah,
Yeah, man.
white and black. I have a question
Thank
though. Like, wait, no, that was a good question, Kaz.
Benjamin,
Kaz.
still a Jew.
I want to know who
answer
he
your
looks
que-
at, like the
to answer your
Chappelles and
question,
shit.
no.
So who's like the Chappelle of the Jewish
Oh,
community?
like they might be
Y'all
the-
niggas
no, they
call
might
him
be
the Chappelles of the Jews, but
I'm
what
just
is I
saying,
call him a
like,
big
to me-
nose? Is
Who's the
racist.
Eddie of the Jews?
Stop!
Stop saying Chappelle of the Jews. Like, who is y'all Chappelle? Just say that.
Jake,
Because he could be talking to me, and we
as
don't
the
have none.
resident Jewish man
But like,
is pointing
it's,
out
it's
nose.
wrong, it's wrong for me to answer for the Jewish people because I'm not like.
Why?
and
You're the
represent-
spokesperson.
Okay.
But I'm not like. You know, like I wouldn't
You're
expect.
Jewish, right?
Yeah, but I'm not like. But I'm not like religiously Jewish. I don't.
I don't know.
practice.
Let's look at his nose. Low.
Yeah, but I'm not like. I don't know shit about Judaism beyond like the culture and like the stories. Like.
But that's what we're referring to.
No, but like it doesn't matter. We don't need to get caught up on the Jewish part. Like I'm saying like.
But
I'm just saying like, I don't speak for all Jews. Like I don't speak.
I don't
for
speak
Jews.
for all blacks, bro. Like, so like we don't speak for. She don't
But
speak
we
for
all know, like,
That's
yo,
what I'm saying. Like, you can
Eddie
answer that
Murphy,
question.
Chris Rock, Chappelle.
You have to have a lineup of people that y'all
Martin
look at like, yo,
Williams.
this guy or this girl is
What
a,
do you? What?
a
Well,
funny
I just like-
representation of or whatever.
Y'all don't like to
personally
laugh?
I personally don't like Jerry Seinfeld's sense. Like I don't love his stand-up. Like I respect his hustle and the goat that he is, or whatever you want to say, from like a accomplishment standpoint.
Okay.
But like I just don't find him.
Funny.
Fun.
Don't find
It's
it
okay.
funny. Okay, that's
Yeah,
understandable.
like-
That's
But what
understandable.
Jewish comedian
He's a
do
lot
you
more
find funny?
observational.
Like,
where
that's what I'm
Nah,
saying.
the
it's
most
not
I get
like
out of a Jerry
but it's
Seinfeld,
not like
I'm
a
like,
sense of
oh, that's
owner-
clever.
It's not like
I don't really laugh
but
out
it's not
loud with
it's not
Jerry.
like where I take
It's like a
pride in their accomplishments.
Okay, what
You know what I
white
mean? Where it's
comedian do
like-
you find funny?
Like the funny ones, Dave Chappelle, Bill Burr. all
White,
these-
white.
I said Bill Burr.
Oh, Bill, okay.
So you don't like?
fucking- I
Nobody
Mad-
likes Tosh. I think Tosh is
I like
funny.
No, I like
No, I
Tosh.
think he's
There's
funny.
mad
I think he's
comedians I
hilarious.
like, but they're not like.
Is Bill Burr Jewish?
No, he's not. I think
I
he's
just said white.
he's Irish.
Irish Catholic,
Yeah.
But I
right?
don't
Irish
think-
Catholic.
But it's not like I relate to the to
Whitey
that part of it.
Willoughby.
That's what you did, didn't you? That's what you did, huh?
I love Bill
Like
Burr.
Mitch
That's what you did.
Mitch Hedberg. I like his.
I love Mitch
Dude, he's
Hedberg.
Who's Mitch Hedberg?
Is he Jewish too?
No.
No.
Oh my
No, it
God.
sounds
I
Hedberg. Okay,
I
whatever.
love Mitch Hedberg.
That's just hit. I'm gonna
Where's
say
he from?
I'm gonna say he's
like,
he's
okay,
dead.
all right, you know what? Fuck it.
Yeah, he's dead. But he's fucking hilarious. You gotta
Is he
listen
like
to that
is he
shit.
like Patrice for me?
No, so Mitch Hedberg is like a bunch of small one-liners.
He's the goat of what. Like,
He's not like a storyteller, nothing. He just says little,
What about
Like Rodney Dangerfield?
just little one-liners, like small.
Rodney
ones.
Dangerfield's up there for me.
You gotta listen to Mitch Hedberg.
What about
I-
Lewis?
I-
What
I'm
about
a
Lewis Black?
I like Louis
not
Black.
too
You
familiar.
like Lewis Black, right?
What about Louis C.K.?
Nope.
Eh.
Not doing that.
What did he
I
make
think
a
Louis C.K. is hilarious.
Not
did he
doing
make
that.
a racist comment or something?
Yeah, he sure did.
Oh, what he did?
He didn't make a racist
I like
comment.
Louis
What'd he
CK
do? I
too.
didn't
He
know.
would say the
He
N-word.
made a joke about the N-word, which was not funny, but this man thought it was.
He would say the N-word.
So tell me the story,
in his
guys. I think I'm
stand-up.
gonna laugh. Hold on.
Okay.
What was it?
I'll tell the story.
Go
You
ahead.
gonna tell the story in the van?
It's not gonna be funny. It's not gonna be funny at this point.
Well, he
Right.
said.
If he
There's
says
nothing
it's
more unfunny than somebody else
Yeah.
telling a
Wait,
comedian's
didn't
joke.
we do
Okay,
this on Rory?
he said the most offensive word in the English language is the N-word, and he said no, not nigger. The N-word is more offensive because you're making me say it, and now you think whatever. See, now me explaining the joke. Totally not funny, but if you watch it, you're like, oh.
He played the
that's
joke for us. He
clever.
played the joke for us in the car over the aux cord.
But-
And he was like, "Yo, just listen to the joke." And I'm like, "All
just
right."
as funny without
No,
it.
the argument was there is no way. He said there is in no circumstance where a white man could say the N-word and it's funny. And I said, aha, I beg to differ.
And he played the joke. And when he played the joke, I'm
I have
like,
a
that
joke.
wasn't funny.
I feel like South.
I have a jokey joke.
That
I was
wasn't
say
funny.
South Park, they say the N-word all the time on South Park.
That wasn't
Nothing
funny.
wrong.
Your example was not
Say
funny.
it, but like,
First of all,
You
they have
really,
token.
think, you really think a black guy was playing Diddy when he said, hey, nigga? No.
Well, they
He
make
was
it
not.
seem like they do.
He was not. Listen. There's
Listen.
only like four.
First of
That
all,
was
the
not
most-
There's
funny.
like four people that
If
do
you
all the
didn't
voices
know-
on South Park.
Right.
I'm
You didn't
sure
know
they're
South
all
Park was
white.
racist
There's
when
four
you-
people and you know,
Chef.
rest in peace Isaac Hayes.
They have a kid named Token.
Do you think
Bro.
Token is played by a little
They
black
have a
kid?
kid.
but
No, but Token, the
Maybe-
token black
Token
guy.
Black.
Name it.
That's full name.
But that's so funny to just.
That
name
shit
it.
is hilarious. Token
Listen, I
black.
fucking love South Park. I don't.
Me too.
South Park can literally get away with whatever.
You know what I
And
like about them, though?
They've built up enough equity for me where I could be like,
They're,
that's funny.
they're
I love South Park because they don't
actually, I think one of them.
discriminate. They're
They
catching
get everybody. That's
Yeah.
my thing.
Everybody.
That's one of the things. That's one of the
Everybody.
things. That's one of the
Those are
things
my
that I do admire about them. They
like-
do. They empty
everybody.
the clip.
Everyone is fair game.
no
on
one's
South
safe on
Park,
South
and
Park.
I never
that's
thought it
why.
was that funny, but
It's
like they
hilarious.
empty the clips.
It's
I think
fucking
I think
hilarious.
they
They
do
do
the
empty the
best
clip.
form of satire for any show.
Yeah.
and it's so,
Like-
like
And
cutting.
predicting the future.
Like,
Did you see their pandemic special on HBO Max?
No.
I did.
yeah, it's
Watch
so
that
funny.
shit, bro.
So
First of all, I had a whole
Hilarious.
South Park watch
Guys,
party
I
for
told
that
you
shit.
watch, like, 3 months.
yo, Rosie called me from Casa Bonita in Denver, bro. She went to Denver. She's like,
Casa
yo,
Bonita,
there's a real life
Casa
Casa Bonita. I'm like,
Bonita.
you're lying, yo. Like,
I was like, look.
like, look, there's a slide and
It's
everything.
real.
I'm like,
They had a
it's
whole-
a real place.
It's everything Cartman described, bro. It's everything he described. There's a whole theme park inside.
Yo,
now
that-
I see why he was so hyped.
He was so hyped.
Now I see why
he
he
was
was
like, he was willing to like
he
frame someone
Butters.
for murder.
He hit Butters.
To go to this place, and then she faced out. I was like,
Told him-
my mind was blown. I'm like, I had no idea this
I was
was
like,
the actual
Kaz,
place.
guess where I am? He's like, well, I'm in Denver. He's like, okay. I was like, Casa Bonita's real.
This is how you know I don't watch South Park because this is not as funny.
watch, yo.
Not as funny.
It's so
But I get it. But I get it. I get it. I get it.
There's all
watched
right.
it.
If you've never watched South Park, there's 5 episodes you have to watch.
Oh, what are
You
yours?
have to. Everybody has different 5.
Everyone has different ones.
I have 5
50
episodes you
I
have to
got.
watch.
What are they?
You gotta watch Casa Bonita.
You have to.
You gotta watch Scott Tenorman Must Die. You gotta watch
Tally,
gosh,
tally.
Jennifer Lopez.
Jennifer Lopez.
You gotta
Casa
watch.
Burritos.
Oh God, what was it?
Osama bin
Gay
Farty
Fish.
Pants.
Gay fish.
Gay Fish with Kanye.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, these are like-
So you're a gay fish?
Oh, Red Hot Catholic Love.
Red Hot Catholic. Oh God, there's so many more.
Bro,
No, I think
You gotta watch.
You gotta give him a
Bro, I
Tally
could do
one.
an
I
hour.
love Tally.
What? Oh,
A Tally
yeah.
one. Wanna get
Don't forget
high?
to bring a towel.
They want to get high. I'm so fucking high.
You got. If there's one episode you have to watch,
I'm trying to walk on sunshine.
Kentucky Fried whatever.
Oh, the KFC.
Oh, Shitty Walk. And then
where they took the KFC away, and he went to a rehab center to get gravy. KFC gravy.
I must have a really different sense of humor.
Listen, yo.
I'm just like,
Carmen started dating a vegan, and he started getting regular food and putting Beyond in front of it. He's like, it's Beyond KFC, babe. She's like, it tastes just like regular chicken. He's like, isn't it delicious?
There is no topic on South Park that hasn't been like
touched.
That's why it's such a good show.
Annihilated.
Every fucking.
You remember the Sarah Jessica Parker one?
Oh, she looks like a foot.
No, and they were like, she's just ugly.
They spent a half hour just talking about how ugly Sarah Jessica Parker was. I was like, yo, that's fucked up.
I guess I'll just watch The Office on
fucked up.
HBO Max.
Well, you can watch South Park on HBO Max too. Every episode. Go check it out.
That shit is hilarious.
Listen, everybody in the comments, go to YouTube, go to Lowe's mentions. At Low, your favorite South Park episode.
Yeah, he doesn't. He hates it for some reason.
I never said I hated it.
Low
hates
is
everything.
legendarily stubborn. Okay?
We got to start a segment.
Give us your
Hating
top.
with Low.
we need to
What's
figure
it called?
Wait,
Hating with Low.
What about low-key
What do we
hating?
hate today? Let me tell you. This shit sucks. South Park sucks.
There's just
Fuck it.
there's some things
To
that
be fair,
I
he
don't
didn't say South Park stuff.
I didn't say that.
He didn't.
I didn't
But
say
he
that.
will say.
I said I understand that these niggas they kill everybody.
Right.
I just said I don't find it that funny, but I do. They do clip everybody. I do admire that about them.
The Scott Tenorman Must Die episode is so
Yeah.
good because it's like it was the episode when we were first like, oh, Cartman's fucked up. Like, that was the first episode
No,
when like
Cartman's
Cartman went
fucked
from
up in
like
general.
oh, this funny fat kid to like, oh no, this guy's evil.
That was what like season 5.
I think so.
I think
yeah.
that's when they were probably.
He's like the tears of unfathomable sadness. Look at him on the face. I was like, this thing is crazy.
Cartman is
I don't
fucked
even want
up.
to ruin it. Like the episode. is
We're
too
gonna
good. Yeah.
we're gonna find some episodes for you
We're
to
gonna
watch.
gather
yo.
10 episodes and make you
Yes.
watch all 10.
Yes.
I think
This is
I think
when
that's when
this
they
is when it
really,
goes
like-
left. This is when
No,
this
we're
is
gonna
when it goes
gather
left.
10
And
episodes.
Kaz knows me very well. Let me ease into it.
We
We are.
find
That's
them.
why,
Ease them
but
into Mean
we're
Girls.
easing you in by telling you which ones we know you're gonna like.
Because there's literally thousands of episodes.
No,
There's
so-
there's like 23 seasons.
Yeah.
We gotta find something Low hates and find an episode where South Park makes fun of it.
Gay fish.
I don't
watch the
hate gay
fish.
people or
No,
gay
it's
fishes.
not
No,
about
it's a
gay people.
Kanye
It's about
episode.
I
Kanye
don't hate
West.
Kanye either.
It's about
But you'll find it funny.
you will.
I'm like, hold on,
You'll
guys.
find it funny. It's-
Hey,
oh, and when
hey, Lo.
I'm bugging. How did I forget this episode when Butters becomes a pimp?
Oh my god.
My bottom bitch.
Oh, Butters bottom bitch. That is the watch Butters bottom bitch, bro.
Hey, bitch, you selling
Butters
kisses?
bottom bitch. Oh my god, yo! He starts selling kisses like, oh, it's whole.
Hey, you could kiss my bitch at lunch.
hilarious,
This is
yo.
just like my friends trying to tell me
hilarious,
to test
bro.
out like a new restaurant.
Yeah, you gotta get to know Butters
I
first.
love
his
Butters and I
character.
like Tweak.
And then when he becomes a pimp, it's
Tweak is fun. You think Tweak is funny?
I like Craig. I like the episode Craig and Tweak when they were gay.
I like Tweak.
And it was like, oh, that's.
Hey,
that's
oh,
nice.
hey, Lo, do you like fish sticks?
No.
I guess you would.
You don't like fish sticks?
Okay.
Fish sticks are delicious.
Fish sticks.
That's funny to y'all?
Yeah, fish sticks.
You don't think
like
fish sticks are delicious?
Fish sticks?
Fish sticks.
No, they're nasty.
You
I
don't
love
like
fish
it?
sticks.
You're a gay fish
Yeah,
cast.
I
okay.
guess I'm a gay fish, Rosie. God damn it. We've been talking for a while. Eden, what's the time on it? Oh, great. This is a heavy episode.
Wrap that
right
shit
here.
up, B.
Let's wrap this goddamn story up. We're going to get a little to watch some episodes of South Park.
We are.
Happy New Year, motherfuckers. Welcome
Happy
back to Say
motherfucking
Less.
New
We're
Year.
back in the den. We're all alive. 2021 is going to be a fantastic year. Thank you all for tuning in. Make sure you listen on Apple, Spotify, Google, SoundCloud, Amazon,
Yippee.
wherever you listen to podcasts. Make sure you
John Witherspoon.
subscribe to youtube.com/Kazeem to watch this entire episode in its entirety. We're not on Zoom anymore. We're actually in real deal life. So
Yeah.
this will be a lot
I
more
missed
fun
you
to
guys.
watch. I missed you guys too. It's been a while.
Gang.
Haven't seen you since last year. Anywho, Jake, got any closing remarks? Anything?
Let's see. Prediction for the game tonight?
Giants might be in the playoffs.
Low.
We don't know. By tomorrow, we might have some fun.
So Green Bay, they're gonna have a first round bye because they're killing.
Looks like it. Yeah. Looks like Aaron Rodgers just put a nice little bow on his MVP campaign. I think he's gonna
Giants are
take
rooting
it.
for the Eagles tonight.
We're all rooting for the Eagles tonight. You know what I'm saying?
Let's go.
I think with the
Adam Gase fired from the Jets.
Oh,
he is?
Yeah, he's out of
Fucking
it.
finally. Why'd they even hire him?
The Knicks are 3-3.
Knicks are 3-3, baby. You see me? You see me? You see my boys out here. Shout out Julius Randle.
Damn, hold on. So
Shout out
who's the
my
Jets
man
getting?
RJ Barrett. Jets. I don't know. I heard the Jets are either because we watched the college football playoffs this week.
I'm saying coach-wise, if Gase is gone.
I mean, they're probably going to throw
the
the
wrong
bag
person.
at like a bunch of college guys. Maybe Eric Bieniemy. Maybe Bill. I'm hearing Bill Cowher. I'm hearing. I hope they don't go no old dudes.
They need help, though.
I hope they get
someone
a
bad.
young fucking offensive minded
Get
dude.
the next Sean McVay.
Yeah, if you can get Bieniemy, you get him.
I would
but
trade
I
for
wouldn't leave.
Belichick. Trade for Belichick. You know.
Trade for Belichick.
Yeah, trade.
Trade
What do you
for
mean trade?
Belichick.
How do you
I don't
trade
think,
for a
I think
coach?
Belichick
You
hates
can-
the
you
Jets so
can
much he
trade
wouldn't
How
come.
do you trade for a coach?
He hates that. You can do it.
You can
Doc
trade.
Rivers got traded for.
They trade him?
They traded, but
They don't
Who
just
did
like
they trade?
fire?
Yeah.
the Celtics traded
Doc.
players and picks to Boston for Doc Rivers.
That's
the coach.
crazy.
Yeah, I wouldn't
Yeah,
do
it
it.
is.
Hey, my nigga, you got traded for a coach?
Listen,
If I was Bill Belichick, I wouldn't leave though.
No, but I think that, I think
For
Doc
Doc Rivers,
Rivers
though,
was the
I mean-
pull.
I'm saying, but that's just, I've never heard that like
It
that
happens.
process. Yeah,
It happens. If you're Eric Bieniemy, hopefully the Brinks truck backs up. But I wouldn't want to stop coaching Patrick Mahomes either. But one of those guys. I like Justin Fields a lot. At first, I was like, maybe you give Sam Darnold a shot.
I think they should trade the house for Deshaun Watson. Because like,
Deshaun Watson. Do you know? I mean, I know you're in
For the Jets?
I know you're in the Deshaun Watson camp. Do you know something I don't know, Jay?
no, just as a fan. speaking
Deshaun
as a-
Watson wants to get out of there. I don't think
Nah.
Deshaun Watson wants to leave
if
Houston.
I want Deshaun Watson to get out of there for him.
I fucking love. He's my favorite dude to watch play football.
Bro, he's so good.
I
and
love
he's
to watch him play.
Him and
Even
Lamar Jackson, I love watching those two play.
more than Lamar, because I
like-
love Lamar. He moves a lot, but Deshaun Watson just like he makes some.
He's Patrick Mahomes, basically.
Yeah, like if he was if you switched them, if you put Deshaun Watson on
Damn, y'all
Kansas
niggas, y'all
City
giving him
Chiefs.
that much credit?
yeah,
Yes.
but
If Deshaun Watson on the Kansas City Chiefs, he does exactly the same shit.
3
Patrick
national
Mahomes.
championship games against Bama, won that last one.
Beast.
Like he was putting teams on his back.
Beast.
But
Beast.
my point was just that
They
the
called him
Jets-
Michael
he was-
Jordan coming out of college, and
Yeah.
I'm not.
Where
I'm
are
not
they in the
against
playoffs?
it. No,
No,
team
they-
sucks.
they-
he dragged them to like 6 or 7
But
wins
he
or
had
something
like
that. But
he was in the MVP
and they traded.
conversation.
They
Yeah.
traded fucking his
like
Deontay. What was it?
Yeah, DeAndre Hopkins.
DeAndre Hopkins. I'm sure.
But they like that wasn't the point. I just wanted the Jets like. I thought the Texans might, if you package a pick, Sam Darnold, throw a couple things in there, like trade the house for a guy that you should have drafted.
Yeah,
Did
yeah.
the Jets
Get
win
to,
today?
I think so. Did they? Did they beat the
No, I
Patriots?
don't think
No?
so.
Anyway,
I'll double check.
Sam Darnold liked him in New York. I think he needs a fresh start.
Got
bad-
any
bad
basketball
fucking-
takes? Anything?
Basketball takes.
Who you-
Knicks are 3-3. That's all that matters. KD and Kyrie Irving
Ja injured.
look really fucking fun.
Yep.
John Morant's hurt. That sucks.
But
He's hurt?
it could have been worse.
I like the Rockets, bro.
Do you?
I do.
you like the strip club then?
Uh-oh.
This is true. I like Christian Wood a lot. John Wall
He's
looks
good.
good.
What's their record?
I don't even know. I think they're 4-1.
Are they?
I think.
Damn.
I think the one game they lost was when like James
That was the
Harden went
opener, right?
nuts. For,
No,
like-
they canceled that game.
Oh, they did. They did.
But
I think Harden went nuts that one game and then they lost. But like, I think I'm James Harden, man. Shut the fuck down and make it work,
Caps
bro.
look good, honestly.
Oh. What was that Harden comment?
If I'm Harden, I'd say sit the fuck down and make it work in Houston.
But he
Like,
don't
John
care about-
Wall looks like he hasn't missed a step. Boogie
I
Cousins
don't
is
think
good.
Harden's
Christian Wood
making
looks
his
like an
decisions
all-star.
based on the court stuff.
I'm trying to tell
Yeah.
y'all, this nigga he gotta dedicate himself.
But
Alrighty.
Did I not say that?
John Wall looks good.
Alright.
Like
John Wall is good.
Like,
Wrap this shit up, B.
I just
Yeah,
said Harden
wrap
gotta sit
that
down and
shit up,
dedicate himself.
goddamn.
Just like
Wrap
what
this shit
Kaz
the
just
fuck
said.
up. Go.
Rosie, you got something you want to add?
No,
before we
I'm
add?
wrap this shit up, B.
Thank you.
Rings aren't
Thank you,
overrated. Championship rings ain't overrated.
Was that your last comment?
That was your last comment?
No, that was just one to
You
prove that.
want to wrap it up something up?
Oh, nigga, you already know what I do. Apple Music.
All right.
Hip hop R&B throwback.
Yep.
2021, don't wear a mask.
2021.
I'm not gonna be that guy. Like, oh, 2021 is our year. We'll just show them.
Yo, you haven't heard a single person say 2021 is gonna be my year.
We'll just show him.
Nobody.
We'll leave that alone. Just watch what we do. I'm not about to be up here like.
Usually by now,
like nah,
new year, new me. Nobody said
we
nothing.
thought 2020 was gonna be our year, and look what happened. So we'll just humbly chill.
Like,
Everybody said 2020 was gonna be their year, and then literally.
But it was for some
you
people.
can't go outside now.
Yeah, outside closed.
So I feel like if it's 2021 and somebody says they're gonna be like, oh yeah, remember in 2021 it said it's gonna be their year in January?
Remember December 31st, 2019? You said that.
Fuck all
Yeah,
that.
no,
I just
we're not
want to
doing
make it
that
out
this year.
alive. I'm glad we're all still here. I'm glad we're all
here.
still.
This is
alive.
gang.
Check out me and my homegirl Monica every morning. MSGAM 8 o'clock to 9. Repeats every hour on the hour till 1 o'clock on MSG Networks. Check that out. The First One podcast, DJ Khaled is coming back this Thursday. Special guest Ricky Rose on the show this week. Can't wait for that one. Great talk between those two.
Nice.
Exactly.
I don't know.
What's up?
I don't know. For some reason, I just thought that show I did one with.
We recorded it, but you know. It was,
Oh
you
yeah,
know,
yeah.
and
So I wasn't
Christmas break,
bugging.
whatever. No.
Okay.
Mass Man show on the Ringer. Me and my guy Dave feel like me talking about wrestling, which I'm sure a lot of you do. You can check me out over there. And Say Less with Kaz, Lowkey, Rosy, Jake, and Eden. We're all here each and every week. Back in the fucking Lions Den, like we're supposed to be, alive, safe,
and healthy.
And like we say each and every week before we get out of here, stay free, stay safe, and always say less. We'll see you next week.
Wear your fucking mask.
Did you get a closeout? Did you get a sign off yet?
No, I don't
You're
remember.
supposed to give. You said come back with one.
Spanish women always just fucking late
First
to
of
the
all,
party.
don't talk about Spanish fucking women.
Wow.
For
I
I'll
love
fire
Spanish
your ass up,
women.
all right?
I
I'm
love
always
Spanish
trying to
women.
get all the races in this tonight.
He trying to get everybody nerves.
No, she got.
I'm gonna get one.
Spanish women
2021.
got
I'm
the
gonna get a
baby
sign off. I'm gonna get a
hairs.
sign off.
Shoes got the biggest noses. There it is.
All right.
I'll figure it out, guys. I promise.